Happy Friday, everyone. Let me go and pull up my chat. What am I doing? Girl, y'all, I had a moment. I'm like, what am I doing? Hey, Sam. Hi, Hat. Hatch. Hutch. I'm tripping. Y'all, ugh, I'm tripping. Anyway, hi, everybody. Happy Friday. How is everyone doing on this Friday? All right, so let me let some people come in. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, how you doing? I was listening in on your live while I was driving home from work, and it was a really good live. I will go back though because I got interrupted a couple times, so I was like coming back, like, oh God, what did I miss? Because the conversation was going into like some more like prep things and stuff, and I'm like, I done missed something, so I'm gonna go back. Um, Hey, Miss Felicia. In the ads. Yay. um, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My daughter was texting me. I'm confused about what she's texting me about, but I will talk to her later. So, how's everybody doing today? How's your Friday going? Y'all, it has been raining since my day started. My alarm goes off at 5 a.m. It has been raining all day. And I don't mean like, oh, it's raining out there. It's a little drizzly. No, it is raining. I'm so happy my house sits kind of at an incline, so the water runs down away from my house. But y'all, hey, Vision Preparedness, how you doing? Happy Friday. Yeah, my ring is stuck, and my hair was stuck in my ring. Yes, it is raining like crazy at the end of my street. When I turned onto the street, it is flooded at the end of the street. It's not completely flooded, but it pretty much is. And I noticed because I was looking like, why is there water building up down here? Um, you know how the water drains into like the sewer? Um, it's not. So clearly it's something blocking down in there, probably a bunch of leaves and stuff. I don't live very close to the end of the street. I'm kind of in the middle of the two crossing streets. So, like I said, it doesn't affect me. But yes, it is raining, raining. It's real serious out there. So, y'all, let me share my live because usually y'all be popping in like steady, steady. Oh yeah, she must try to come on Fridays. I mean, I ain't a celebrity or nothing, but I'm like, where everybody at? Uh oh. I ain't a celebrity. Tapped on. I was trying to tap the little. There we go. um, but how's everybody doing today? Vision, do you live in Ohio? I wasn't sure about that. Hey Nikki, how you doing? Happy Friday. Listen, put Nala on birth control. I saw them puppies, they so cute. But she need to slow it down. But yes. But are you in Ohio, Vision? Because I know you're doing the meetup here, and like literally it's I mean, I grew up going there. Okay. Okay. Um, so when I saw where you were, the location for the meetup, I was like, I'm not gonna, stay for the meetup. But I'm like, I'm definitely pulling up to meet everybody. I'm gonna come because that's not that far from me. I'm not. I grew up going to that area, but I'm not like right. I'm not far either, but I'm not like right near it either. So it's probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes from me. It's not that bad yet. It's in the area. So, and I did register, so I already did that. I'm like, it's very rare that there's a meetup in my city, so I want to go. It don't get no closer than that. Like, pull up. We used to have our family reunions there when I was young at that park. We used to have a lot of them there. Triangle, which I don't even. I've heard they about to close that one down. I haven't been to Triangle in forever. I don't even know if you're familiar with that one, but we used to go there. And Fisher. Fisher was a big one. Awesome. Somebody started one. Awesome. Yes. It's going to be great. Now people have a reason to come to Ohio. Yes. So how's everybody doing? And girl, I didn't see. Oh, hey Indiana, I see you speaking to her, Nikki, and I'm like, where's Indiana? Hey girl, how you doing? Um, what was I about to ask? I think I was about to ask something about Nala and them puppies. Um, puppies. My daughter need to leave me alone. Hey, bougie. So, y'all, this I just thought this was a very good topic because I've been thinking about this. Getting those. What part? Because I don't think Fort Wayne is getting those. Now, next week we get it. Friday and Saturday is supposed to. Now, y'all, my birthday is next Friday. I was like, why does Mother Nature not like me? Like, she never gets me what I want for Christmas. I mean, for my birthday. She always brings me snow. I didn't ask for snow. She clearly ignores my birthday list and sends me snow. I don't appreciate it. It happens a lot. Hi Tara. How you doing? Hi, I'm Bias. Happy Friday, y'all. How's everybody doing? Hey Lashes. How you doing, girl? So I was thinking about this topic because I be trying to be prepared up in this world. Now she don't give me what I need, Nikki. I don't need that. I don't need it or want it. I was telling my boss that today. I was like, it's almost like when your parents like, we ain't got McDonald's money, so you gonna go home and make you McDonald's. That's how she treats me. Like she's telling me she don't have the money for the things that I asked for on my list. So this is what I'm getting instead. Snow. That's how I feel. Yeah, y'all getting snow. I ain't ready. I'm sending you a new show for your birthday, right? Yes, Vision. Always be prepared. Hey, TT. See, you better be lucky you getting rain. I knew you were getting rain, and Indiana said she's getting the flakes. So I think y'all a couple hours apart. 2 degrees away from. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is supposed to be decent, which is crazy. But y'all, I'm always thinking about prep. Like, not always. I'm not gonna say it like that, but I am always trying to be on top of prepping. And every time I feel like I'm on top of prepping, some new type of prepping that not new meaning new to the universe, new to me, is introduced to me. So um prior to me coming back to YouTube, the two ways that I prepped were by I would do like I was couponing for a while. So actually I had probably three. I was couponing for a while, but I would always prep by keeping my freezer and cabinet full, just buying things at the grocery store. Hey Miss Cheryl, hey Howard J. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. Um and after coming back into the YouTube community, I got I had already been really interested in gardening. So that was like another type of prepping. And then I started canning, which is another way of prepping. Then I started being introduced to, having emergency prepped items. So having like a bug out bag and emergency type items for situations. So I've been building on, prepping it in that way. But it's like, it's always something. Not that I'm stressing about it because I'm not, but I'm like, I was just like wondering, I'm like, what is this? I have like goals that I try to meet. Hey, Six Bowls, how you doing? Hey, Erica, happy Friday. Um, I was like, I wonder if people have goals and what trying to, as they're trying to prep as to what they are trying to accomplish. Do you have a preparedness goal? To me, preparedness is in a mindset of prepping. And if you do, what is that goal? So I think I stay on top of being prepared. At least I try to. I'm not going to say I'm like um, anything could happen and I would be fine. But there's a lot of scenarios that could happen and I would be okay financially. There's a lot of scenarios that could happen and we would be still able to eat. Um, but there's situations that could happen where I would kind of be in a bind. Like if power went out right now and it's been storming like it has, I don't have a backup generator. So things like that. You know, what kind of prep have you already? Hey, Urban, I didn't see you come in. Have you already done? And what preps are you working on doing? Because sometimes I don't know about, not that I need to know all the things, but I try to be aware of all the things. So, what is something that 1 year food, water? Definitely. I do keep water on hand. I don't have 1 year, but I probably could darn near go a year with the food easily. Food, toiletries, things like that. I probably could go a year. Excuse me. Only goal I have to be prepared as much as I possibly can. Understood, bougie. Understood. But then it's like, what does that mean? Prepared in what way? And the ways that you are knowledgeable about? Or are you seeking out other ways that you may not have thought of? And I know you have a lot of prep stuff going on. So I'm just asking in general. Because if y'all don't know, if y'all been under a rock, um, Bougie attended the Practice Your Preps meetup with Let Farmer 73 and Lady Led. So they had a tent, which was like a little luxury, a little luxury hotel room. Now they was nice though. They had some nice tents. Her and Triple Thread, and they practiced their preps. So I know you're pretty on it, or as far as trying to make sure you could be as prepared as you can be, and I think I do too. But I know that sometimes I hear things mentioned that I haven't thought of. Um, Working on whole house off grid solar system. That's a good one. That's a good one, Vision. Um, I have looked into like solar power. I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, I've also looked at generators. Whatever you want to be prepared for, prepping is not a one size fits all. Correct. That's why I wanted to ask the question because everybody's what everybody finds important as far as having for prep is not the same. So, where some people might think solar power and water, food is where they want to be prep wise. Somebody else may not, but it's just like I said, it gives me a feel for what ideas are out there as far as what people are prepping for because I be learning a lot of stuff in this community as far as preps go that I didn't even think of. Go growing more food, preserving food, firearms proficiency, off grid power, and livestock. I was talking to, I have a coworker who has a chicken coop and he doesn't have chickens anymore. And I was like, I said, how big is that chicken coop you have? And when he told me the size of it, it really was bigger than I wanted to have, but I was going to buy it from him if it would have been what I was looking for. I'll probably just end up finding me one that suits what I'm looking for. But A lot of people are looking at some livestock, different types of livestock. So yeah, and um, firearm proficiency, some people are looking into that as well. So yeah, and I just got into preserving food this year, and I'll be preserving. I think that's an important one because if the grid's down, you don't have any power. Yeah, that's gonna be important. Yeah, they had their glam camp. It was nice. Solar generators are a great start. Yeah, I need to. I've been looking at them, but yeah, I need to start saving towards that. Prep for what you need for your family. Yes, but how do you know what all those things are? Because you don't think of everything. I know it's like, hey, learning to grow my own. How you doing? Happy Friday. I know it's like it's just so many answers to that question, which is why I asked it, just to see what's being thrown out there. My goal is to grow more food and really get to know my area better. That's a good one, Erica. I do know my area better well, but that's because I grew up here. That's the only reason why. But take me a couple hours outside of this circle and I'm lost. So yeah, like I don't know Columbus. I don't. I've been to these places, but I don't know them. I don't know Cleveland. I been there. I have family there, so I go there often. Not really that often, but kind of. I'm not familiar with it though. I'll be GPSing it, and if I ain't got no GPS, we in trouble. Ah, I'm gonna take that off the screen. ah, um, hey, Blue Lotus vibes by Janita McLean. How you doing? Happy Friday. Um, prep what you eat. Absolutely. And that's exactly what I do. I also grow what you eat. Don't be growing stuff that you ain't gonna eat.
Hey,
How you doing?
you brought me up quick.
I did. Sorry.
Yeah.
You want to share how your or do you have a video coming for that from the practice your prep?
I put out I I put out a video of my setup inside the
I did
tent
see
while I was
that.
there. Yeah.
Yes.
And the only thing I didn't get a chance to put up, I'm not sure if I want to do is on the outside, which if Tasha has that on the live. We did both the outside, the setup on the outside and the inside our tents. So
Yes.
the
I
only
saw
really
that
other
too.
thing I have is I was supposed to do a video for Fired Up Friday, but I was being lazy. So I didn't. Hello everybody. But I didn't do that yet. But I just wanted to come and encourage you to. You said you don't stress. Everything is not for everybody, even when it comes to prepping. Just because you see other people doing stuff, that doesn't mean you need to do it. I mean,
Mhm.
do prep according to what you feel your family may need. Because even like going out there, we took a lot of. I mean, you could have this. You rather have it and don't need it than to need it and don't have it. But
Mhm.
everything may not be a concern to you. That it may be a concern to everybody else. Like a lot of people talk about canning. I don't can, and I don't plan on canning. That ain't something
Yeah.
I want to do.
Yeah.
So, it's okay if you choose not to do something everybody
Mhm.
claiming, to do. Like they talk about bug out bags. I don't have one. It's too
Mhm.
much stuff that you need to put in one bag. I'm sorry, I got a
Mhm.
bug out tote. I got a bug out
Yeah.
tote, but I don't got no bug out bag. I carry an
Yeah.
EDC bag. Yeah, but like when they talk about bugging out too. I'm like, what is that? And what are you bugging out about? And when I
Yeah.
found out what it was, I was like, okay, I'm not bugging out to nobody. bushes. Okay, that I mean, it's too many building structures here. I'd rather find a building, fix it up, and
Yeah,
stay in it if I have to do that. But I'm not bugging out nowhere until if it's like, you know, detrimental to our health or the building is on fire. Rather
yeah,
than that, I'm staying put.
yeah.
So,
I think most people would. I think bug out is probably worst case scenario.
right.
Like
And then
so,
that's what's your worst case scenario too.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
Because I,
some people urban have a bug out place. All of us don't have no place to go
mhm,
to bug out too. So some of us
yeah,
have to stay put.
exactly. And then sometimes you think you have a place because it always reminds me of not that I don't know how much it would have helped them, but when Hurricane Katrina hit, and the reason why
Hmm.
I always think about this because I was in New Orleans like a few years before that happened, and I remember being in each place that they were putting people up in, the convention center, the
Hmm.
where they had the concerts at the dome and
Right.
everything. And then, people went there feeling that they were going to be safe in
Okay.
those
Hmm.
places, and all the things that happened.
Right.
Like lives were changed in those places. Yeah, they were safe from the storm, but
From
then they
the
weren't safe from the other things that
the
come
people
with.
that was in there. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know how. Even if there was a prepper amongst them, I that was something you could have not unless you had one of those them boats that you pop open and could have rolled away, and
Yeah,
that was something else.
right. But just think if, as a prepper, um, some of the women who were helpless, if they just carried or they
Right.
had
Yeah.
some type
Right.
of
Right. Right. Right.
um, things like that, just to keep use yourself and your family safe, because there are a lot of single moms who are taking care of them and their children, and people will prey on what they think to be the weak.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So sometimes just having the knowledge to, yeah, I'm going in here. Everybody didn't need to know what you had. You carry your backpack with whatever
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you need to have in it, and you go into this
Mm-hmm.
place that's providing you safety. But if something go down, you do what you got to do to protect yours.
Right.
So,
When you're talking about the solar, what do you want to keep powered? That's the first thing to think of. What do you want to keep powered?
well, my thought is if it's going to be a longevity thing,
Right.
um, maybe being able just to power some, like a few, maybe a room or two in the house for so many hours a day, or maybe to be able to keep
Now,
your
how you when you
refrigerator.
say a room, what you mean a room?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how the generators work, to be honest. So I'm thinking, like, if not trying to power the whole house, if it isn't necessary, spaces
But
in the house.
that's what you have to decide. If
That's what I'm.
you want to power your whole house, you talking about a whole system that powers the whole house. You want to
But
keep
I
the
don't know
whole
if
house
that's
running.
necessary.
Well, then that's when you go with the smaller generators, like what I had at the campsite. Now, those are only to generate certain things, not a room, not a whole house. Now, you have to think about when the power goes out, you have to think about conserving your energy because those batteries run out.
Hmm.
And then if you're not having like a brownout where the power come back on and you can charge up your batteries while the power is on, you're gonna have to use your solar panels. You're gonna have to have solar panels in order to recharge those
Hmm.
batteries. So you got to think about conserving your energy. What's more important to have the energy for? Your refrigerator, your freezer.
Yeah.
Some people have medicine they got to keep cold.
Yeah.
Are you in a hot environment? Some generators could run a small AC or a fan,
Hmm.
those type of things. So Tell me, what do you think is most important to keep
Um,
power?
Definitely, if a few days go by, I would want to power up my refrigerator and freezer because I keep them well stocked. So, if I could just run it to keep those running a couple days, even because they're not, my stuff is not going to thaw out in a couple days.
Right. Well, that's the first thing we know. The refrigerators could go probably a day without
Mm-hmm.
before you even plug them up. So even if you have a generator and you could hold out before you
Yes.
start using it, you could do that before you
Yes.
could see how long the power is going to be out, and then
Yes.
plug it up afterward.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if you seen one of these things, but to figure out like how much how much power your appliances are using, you get one of these.
What's that? What is that called?
What is this called, y'all? Electricity monitor. I think there's
Okay.
another name for it too. I be forgetting. It's electricity monitor.
Okay.
And what you do is whatever you want to power, you plug this in, and then you plug, like, say, your freezer in here, right?
Mhm. Yep.
And then this will tell you how many wattage your refrigerator is using or the freezer
Okay.
is using. How big is your freezer?
I have a big upright freezer. I don't even know what the size is of it. And then I have two refrigerator freezers. Two refrigerators with the freezer and fridge.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Because I'm trying to think how big they are, what size battery
My
would
my
you fit
upright is
in.
big. It's big.
What's up, Stacy? Um, all right, so get that, plug them in, and on you put it on wattage, and it'll tell you how many watts per hour that it's using. Most likely, you probably would need something like 1500 or higher that
Hmm.
probably would be able to run. Are they close by each other?
The one of the fridges is in the basement with the upright, and then the other fridge is in my kitchen.
So you got to think about that too. Um, you see, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
was
we
just
think
about
about
to
the
say
things
big unit.
of
I think mine is
where
21
where the
to
unit
22.
is gonna be to plug it up. They in
Hmm.
separate places, so that might mean even if you want to run a long extension cord to one spot, or have two different units. One in the place where the refrigerator and the freezer, the deep freezer is, and one for where the refrigerator is at.
Yeah, my
Um,
most important ones for me is my ones in the basement.
okay,
So even if I lost the stuff in my upstairs one, I would be fine. But the ones in
okay,
the basement, both the freezer and the fridge in the basement, are most important.
okay. So I think 1500 would be more than sufficient. I'm not an expert. I just
Hmm.
know because I use the stuff.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so I only have a 5 square foot deep
Okay.
freezer, and I'm in
Hmm.
an apartment with a regular apartment refrigerator,
Hmm.
and I have a 700 watt. It's getaway. You could get away with 2 solar
I was trying
generators,
to catch that
three
and write it down.
three that supply 1500 watts. Keep in mind that they do not need to be plugged in 24 hours. Yeah. Um, I have the deep freezer and refrigerator. That's all I'm concerned with, far as appliances. And I have a 700 watt generator that I sat for an hour with. So when you get it, plug them in and sit with them and see what happens.
Okay.
I sat with them for about an hour because what you have is what they call a surcharge, is when you know the the refrigerator kicks on and and I
Hmm.
wanted to see if they would kick on at the same time, if the battery could handle it, or would the battery shut off, which is no bueno. So they
Hmm.
both went the hour with no hiccup. So I know, and they both close together, so I could plug both of them in the one generator and be okay.
Okay.
Now, with the
Hey, bro. Thank you.
um, what else? But I forget out what I was about to say. What are some of the other things that you've seen?
That's really the one thing that I've seen that I have added to my list. I've
Mm-hmm.
gotten a couple things that I've seen. So I know
Mm-hmm.
like back when you and Carbon and I can't think of her name. The Starduster
Stardust.
were
Mm-hmm.
doing lives. I got the tablets for the water.
Mm-hmm.
I also have the life straw. I have low towelettes. I have two different types of towelettes. One of them is the little ones that you put a little bit of water on and they expand.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
one is these heavy duty ones that are moistened already, but they're kind of tougher.
Right.
Um, I actually saw those from my Renaissance grandma. She gave some away on one of her giveaways.
Okay.
And I saw them quite a while later. I saw them in one of the big box stores, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some of those to have on hand." Um, I already have like several first aid kits. When I was couponing, I did a lot of deals where I got a lot of that stuff for free. So I have like the whole kit bag with all the things in them. I have a lot of them. I had so many of them at one time. I was just giving them away. Um, Trying to think what else I have. Oh, I won some things. I
Do
know.
you have a trauma? Do you have a trauma kit?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I also have like some. I won something on my Fly Families channel where it had like a lot of different stuff in there. A little solar sleeping bag. I think it has some first aid stuff in there. Different stuff, and I've also won some things on my Renaissance grandmas that were some prep items.
Vision X. Do you know how to use your first aid kit and tourniquet?
Yes, yes. What is look at? You know what? I have looked at Jackery before. I think I haven't looked at the other two.
That's what I was going to mention to you. A smaller battery um, for your things like the phone, your cell phones, and your tablets. And I think it's a good idea to have a separate battery for those things so that you don't use. I don't too much like those appliances that way you like say you have a flashlight and they say, oh, and you could charge your phone. That makes no sense to me because if you
Mhm.
use your battery up to charge your phone, how are you going to use your flash? What do you think the flashlight is using? To
Yeah,
work the flashlight. So it makes no sense to charge your phone with it. Then you're not going to have a flashlight. So I think
yeah,
I would stay away from those type of two-way things because you're gonna have to pick either or to use. Either you're gonna charge your phone with it or you're gonna use the flashlight. You can't. You're not gonna be able to do both.
yeah.
The batteries, which I think most people don't realize, these batteries with all of these 500 and 1,000 ohms, where you could see from Texas to New York, those things only last about a half an hour or less. So if you get them and you turn them on and they brighten up the whole room, yeah, that's good, but it's only going to last you about a half an hour. So it's best for you to keep those things as low. They run
Mhm,
longer if they're on low. Or if you
mhm,
get a lamp um, like the one I showed that has the red light, if you
mhm.
can use that red light lasts us, we run it only in the evening, like for about 3, 4 days. The battery it takes three to double. That's one. Unfortunately, is not a rechargeable one, but I think for 3, 4 days on just the red light is good,
Yeah,
where I don't have to change the batteries again. But be mindful of that. If you use even your flashlight on the highest, thing, it's gonna your battery is gonna burn out quick, and you're not gonna
mhm.
have no light. So you gotta
Yeah.
be mindful of that. All of those like, ooh, it's got 1,000 looms. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only gonna last you about half an hour, if that,
Right.
on that high setting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I don't even know what else I have.
What else? What else do you think you need?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to have the conversation to see if
So
it's something
what do you want to be prepared for? What do you want to be prepared for?
pretty much I want to be prepared for. Hey, Liddy B.
Everything.
I was gonna say
Hey,
almost. Um, I want to be prepared. Like for example, when 2020 hit, I was prepared. It did not shake my house at all. I could have not left my house and not had a problem for
right,
close to a year. So I want to be prepared still in that way, which I still think I am. But I want to be prepared if I did also have to leave the house in like a worst case scenario,
right,
and have things. But the things that I have in place are good for, like, say for instance, there's a power outage.
mm-hmm,
I'm good for a power outage that doesn't last weeks on top of weeks or months. I'm okay there, but when it's pushing, like people in some states have dealt with, I'm not ready for that.
what's that?
So for
What they
for
dealt
long
with?
for long term power outage, I'm not ready for that.
How? Why do you
If I
say that?
if I wanted
Why
to
do you think
provide
you're not
power,
ready?
I
Why do you
don't have
think you're not
anything
ready?
to provide any type of power to my house. Period.
Okay. What about cooking? Vision asks about cooking.
I would be able to cook outdoors.
Okay. For long term, like you said, it's a
Yeah.
long term. What do you consider long term?
Um. Right now, I probably could cook outdoors for 6 or 7 months.
That's good. That's good. But remember, no matter how much stuff you see um, people with, sooner or later, all our stuff is gonna run out.
Exactly. But
So
the
no matter
upside
how.
is that I
Mm-hmm.
try when it's garden season to have that as well.
My camera's like that. Am I blurry to y'all?
You
What the
are.
heck?
You're a little blurry.
I don't know what just happened. I
Give me
moved
one
and
second.
okay.
Get
I
yeah.
don't know what just
Can
happened.
everybody hear
You're breaking up.
You're breaking
me
up. Yeah, Lydia.
in
Boop bop
the
boop bop boop.
chat?
She don't know it yet. You're breaking up, Lydia.
And you're frozen. You're frozen, Lydia.
I was going to tell you too, Tara, no. I did my first aid kits back when Johnson and Johnson had a deal. I was an extreme couponer, and probably like 2012 to probably like
Was I
2016.
You still breaking up on us.
And I mean extreme. I have when I stopped couponing, I still have not had to buy laundry detergent, anything for laundry, and body washes, deodorants. Haven't had to buy that either. So that's been like years.
What about water? Are you storing any water?
Yes, I was about to say. I thought you were going to ask me if I still had water from back then. No, but yes, I do store water, and I have
Okay.
been storing water for that. I keep it on rotation, but I've been doing that
Right.
for over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get nervous when my water supply, and what most people would think is not low is low to me.
Right. Yeah,
I
well,
don't like
whatever's
the
low to you, that's all that counts. It don't matter what nobody else thinks.
I know. I'd be like, I don't like it. I like to it may seem over like too much, but it's not too much to me.
It ain't too much for you, so that's all that
Mm-mm.
matter. That's all that
Mhm.
matters. Not too much for you.
Are you still frozen, Lydia? I can't tell if you just no, she's frozen.
She did come back and then she froze up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am being froze.
You are,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
I
we
can
can hear
now.
you, and we see you
Okay, so I
moving.
am freezing up and going out because everything. Every, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I want to tap in, but I'm not having good service. Oh, I'm not gonna have good service because of the storm.
Ah,
Bougie, you getting some of this storm?
Hmm.
Bougie, are you getting the high winds? Are you getting the
We,
high
I
winds
just,
right now? Where you
yeah,
at?
we under alert, thunderstorm alert. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm getting the alerts for
Yeah,
thunderstorm between now.
I don't know
It
what the
says
alert
6
is.
and 6:45. You know when
mm-hmm.
they
Okay, so
call your phone and
I
tell
think
you.
that's what I think that's the problem I'm having
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
because
okay.
my internet is only like one dot or two dots. It's clear right now, 100%
It
clear.
is. You're
So
fine
that's
right now.
Yeah, they're saying
okay. So
a cold red weather warning, um thunderstorm warning, 6:36 to 7:15 p.m.
Oh, I pushed the wrong thing. I was trying to push that too. If you talk
what it
slowly and
say,
don't move
Lydia?
a lot,
If you talk slowly, you don't
and
move a
don't move
lot,
a lot, you'll be
you
okay.
will be okay.
Hey, passionately
Okay.
intrigued. Hey, Sanab. Hey, Lady Dagger Status. Hey, Skilly. Who else did I see come in? I saw somebody else. God dang it.
Erica
I was trying
had
to remember.
she said I think different
Cece.
fire sources you should have.
Okay. It's been horrible today. Hey, Jay. Hey, Mike. Hey, Stacy. I heard Bougie say hi to you earlier. Hey, GT.
Hey, GT.
And
Hey,
welcome in
Yaya.
everybody. I hope everybody's having a
Yes.
safe,
Welcome,
peaceful Friday.
everybody.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, yeah.
passionately.
I've seen y'all coming in. We were just, hey, Jova. We were in conversation, so I was, I'm trying to, I'm here to learn as well as anybody else. Trust me.
Yeah, we all learn from each other. We learn. I learned how to do a TP fire at the campsite. Tasha showed me how to do a TP fire.
Okay.
I
And
know
the
how to
Yeah.
TP
start a
fire is a
fire.
stick. Is that what a stick?
No,
Probably where
just
you
when the logs go like this.
Right? But how do you get the fire? What do you do? Put
Oh, started. Now I can start a fire now. I can start a fire.
I
Keeping
know
it
that's
going.
right.
That's something different. Keeping the fire. It's just you get the fire started and you just set the logs up in a TP way.
okay. That's
They
how I
do
So
do my
that at different
that's how I do
okay.
my
campsites too.
that's how I do my Chaco. I put my Chaco in
Hmm.
a TP
Okay.
so the fire can burn within and then it holds um
Hmm.
good. But I guess you're saying that works with wood as well.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you got the right wood, which is not green wood, right? Is dry.
Who you asking? I ain't gonna start lying.
Oh, you sound like
No,
me.
no.
Me.
Hey,
Vision, no
Skilly.
green wood. I know no wet wood. I did that. And you talking about
Mhm.
smoke? I was sending up a smoke signal. You could use wet wood for a smoke signal for sure.
Hilarious. You there,
Now
Skilly?
you
Yeah, I'm here.
asked you asked a good question. What do you want to be ready for?
Is
Hmm.
Now,
that's all that matters. What do you
yeah,
want to be ready for?
right. So, it's I mean, over the years of our life, we've had power outages for 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 days. I have anyway. And we're chasing ice trucks and everything. And I had to tell my husband, stop chasing them trucks. Cook everything. Cook it
Mm,
all. Cook all of it.
mm,
And we
mm,
just cooked it all on the grill. And then once it was cooked on the grill, we stored it in the containers. But of course, things like whole milk, it's not going to save for 2 3 days. So I guess that's why people think they need things cold. Get used to not drinking cold items. Get used to drinking dry milk,
mm-hmm.
dehydrated milk again. We grew up on dehydrated
Shelf
milk.
stable. Yeah, shelf stable
Yes.
stuff would be good. Yeah, you got shelf stable milk. That's what I started getting because the almond milk you could get shelf stable. You could buy it cold or you could get it shelf stable. I started back because that's how we started using the shelf stable almond milk. So I started back buying the shelf stable almond milk.
Yeah, I'm every time I go to Walmart and I'm over by like the Red Bulls, that's where I'll see the shelf stable almond milk. And I was surprised because I didn't know it not being refrigerated until I saw it there.
Mm,
And then
mm-hmm.
my daughter, she lives off grid and she had it. And I
Yeah,
was
you got
like,
the cocoa,
I
you
didn't
got the
even notice
coconut milk is shelf stable.
Hmm.
Did they have rice milk?
it.
Like mostly all of them,
And
I
oat
think you
milk.
could get.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. If push come to shove and you have a baby or you don't, some of those canned items are good to have. Canned milk,
Mm-hmm.
powdered milk,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But who want to be dealing with dairy under there?
Well, they got the powdered cow's milk though too. You can get powdered milk.
Wow. Well, I guess you could dehydrate it, I guess
Yeah.
also.
Mm-hmm. You got
Just
the
like you
powder.
dehydrate.
I took some powdered eggs with me
Hmm.
to learn how to because my daughter I bought a can, a 10 number 10 can, and we were out of eggs, and so she opened it up. It was pretty good. It's a 2/4 teaspoons of the powder and a quarter of the water.
Hmm.
Perfect. It was good. So
Now
there's
this
a
one,
lot of they have a lot of shelf stable food out.
I want to
Yeah.
say this. Um, it's been about 15, 16 years ago. We used to share the football package. We had Direct TV, but a friend of mine had Direct TV. He would buy the football package, and we would buy one of his receivers. Okay, it's over
Mm,
there, Direct. Don't come for me. All right. So, but when it was over, we would give him his box back. And we mostly sometimes used to meet on the street or whatever. I never had been to his new house. But when I did go to his house was behind, or I had to go through more so like a mini mansion style community. And it was old community because it had the drop around driveway with the big, huge circle pillars or poles, nice houses. And I remember then in my head, I'm saying, why do they need all that house? Number one. And number two, I said, I bet you if they knew how to grow a potato, they wouldn't know how. At that time, I wasn't a gardener. Um, I probably had batteries at my house and flashlights. I
Hmm.
always have battery, flashlight, and matches. Those are staples. That was all I knew. You go out, your light go out, you want to have candles. You always want to have candles. You always want to have, matches. You always want to have, batteries. Those are
When you
only things
say
I
when you
do.
say candles, that's one of the things I don't care for is candles
Mhm.
because of safety reason. And even though I have young adults, I still don't trust them.
Even
So
the ones
I
in the glass,
don't.
even if
I
they're in a
don't.
glass.
Mm-mm,
Well,
mm-mm,
I don't leave candles
mm-mm.
burning if I'm not in the house. So that tells you I'm not 100%
That's I
okay
rather
with it.
everybody have a lantern.
With the kerosene at the bottom,
No, no, no. What they call a camping lantern. Everybody has their own camping lantern, so they
that
could
run
carry
by
that around.
batteries. That run by batteries.
Rechargeable. Yeah, I think some of them is batteries. I have rechargeable batteries, so some are batteries, some are rechargeable. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. I do love candles, but they have to be in a jar. I wouldn't never trust like tea candles or stuff like that,
Right.
especially going to sleep or anything. I'm a
Right.
little worried about that. But what about the kerosene ones that we grew up with? The glass and you
I
put the
don't think
thing.
people still have those like
Yeah,
that.
they do. Yeah.
No, they've
Some
Why
been
would
in
people
jars
have
somebody
them.
for
want those? That would be dangerous to me.
Well,
People have them. People are prepping them and have with the kerosene oil and all of that. They have them. They still have them.
I wouldn't bother with something like that because once you're out of the kerosene, who's got the backup of kerosene?
That's
Like
that's what
that's a
I
waste
say
to me.
too. But see, this is what we showing that everything is not for everybody. Some
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
might say kerosene oil lamps is the way to go, and
Mhm.
having candles is the way to go. And I don't have
Mhm.
not a one candle. This is the only type of candle that what they call it a candle. Where did I put it? Hold on a second. They call it a candle, but the way it's set is the only reason why I have it because I hold on. Let me see.
Gilly, what do you prep? I
Yeah, I
know.
started with who started that when Carbon
Hmm.
uh
Was it
Black.
Carbon, Bougie, and Starduster?
No, it was when they Saturdays when Ben shooting had Survivor Saturdays with him, Carbon, and
Yeah.
Black Poindexter. That's when I started really getting into it a little bit.
Yes.
isn't
Okay. And it was
isn't
Carbon for me too, but she was on a different platform.
uh, Felicia said that in those kerosenes you can use vegetable oil, olive oil.
Mhm.
Oh,
How you doing, Felicia?
So what
Yeah,
kind
So
of things do you
this
currently
is the
prep?
only candles that I have, and it comes like this. So
I've
Mm.
I would
seen
buy
them.
these.
Liquid.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Mm.
And I bought
So
this top to cover over it. It has like a
what
wick
is
in
it?
it,
It's
What
a
is it,
candle.
Bougie?
and
It's a candle.
huh?
Let me see, Bougie. What's in the bottom?
The
It's
wick.
like I believe it's
Oh,
some
you mean
kind
the
of, I don't
liquid?
know if it's, I bought this a while ago, so I'm not sure if it's kerosene oil or what kind of oil is in it. But they're on the Big A,
Oh,
and it
okay.
has, you see the
I
wick,
heard you. I
and
heard you, the big A. I know what that means.
then and then these tops didn't come with them. I bought them because I want the fire to be covered, so the tops came separate.
hmm.
So I figured if this tip over, nothing is spilling out, nothing, you know, and the fire is covered. But that's my whole thing is them hitting it and hitting the candle and tipping it over. Liquid paraffin, that's what that is, FR. Thank you.
I saw that, Erica. I saw you talking about that on your live. She found some life straws on clearance for $8.98 at Walmart.
And I would have bought them all
She bought all of them. Mm.
because I live by water. And if I have to stay here or whatever, and I know my neighbors okay, but I don't know them 100%. But if something was to happen, I know that we was, it's one, two, three, four, five of us, five houses. We would stick together. Probably the one right across the street too, across the
Do
highway.
you have a water purification system?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
If
ever
it ain't
looked at the Berkey?
the Berkey, you talking about the big white thing?
No, it's silver.
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay, that's a water purification system that you could get and run water from a source through it to clean your water.
This the way the world is going right now. It could be anything from you know tragic, where somebody say, "Hey, I know I don't want no smoke with United States, but let's give them some." You know what I'm saying? It could, and it could happen to us. It could happen. So I just want to have cash, coins. I like that you do silver
Are
coins.
you paying attention to the economy?
Yeah, I pay attention to the economy
Yeah,
enough,
our
enough,
dollar is not
enough to
doing too
know
good.
I'm broke.
Well, the dollar is not doing too good, and that's one thing I feel that is not talked enough about in prepping is prepping financially. Um, Gold and silver has been used since the day of whatever, the beginning of time. Um, the petrodollar is losing its power. I mean, we talk about what is it? The prices of everything going up. Inflation. Inflation been here. Inflation is nothing new. The kids today cannot go to the store and get a bag of candy for 25 cents. There is no more 1 cent candy. So inflation been here. That is
The
nothing
milk, the
new.
milk been shot up past $2.
When I went
A
back to
pack
work
of
in
milk.
2008, I was buying a liquid Dove for $5. When I got laid off 2013, it was $10. So inflation been here. That is nothing new. I think it's just a big deal because everybody is paying attention to it now. But inflation is nothing new. So there's no need to panic about inflation. That's nothing new. But the dollar is losing its purchasing power, is what they call it. We're getting less for the same dollar. Some states has already made silver and gold where you can use it to pay for some stuff. That's what some people in Venezuela are using gold to pay for goods and stuff like that. So I think pay attention to our economy, and I'm not talking about from the mainstream media because they are not going to tell you the truth about what's going on with the petrodollar. Um, that I think is going to hit people more harder than not having nothing in the house to eat.
I feel like, in my opinion, when shift happens, no currency is going to really matter that much. Um, that's not going to be a high bartering item to me, in my opinion, because what is it going to get you if you don't have a market to spend it in? What is any currency
Oh,
going to
it's going to
matter?
be a market. It's always a black market. Believe me. People
But what
say
is
that, but
but what
if,
use is it
like,
going to
say
be
for
to them?
instance, if you are the store owner, you know how to get stuff with that gold somebody give you. Guess what? You going to him, you giving him the gold. He's going to give it to somebody else to buy the stuff that he needs to put in his store. You're going to be able to buy food with it because they're going to be able to. It's just like you do the dollar now. You give it to the store. What the store do? They take that dollar and buy some more stuff and put it. They're going to do the same thing with the gold and the silver.
Mhm. Stop pushing buttons for you mess something up. Y'all know she ended one of my lives before. How you gonna put it on you and then leave it and then tap out? Oh,
That's what I was trying to do all together.
So Skilly, what kind of prepping are you currently doing that you've already done?
Uh, well, my bug out bag, I'm like halfway done with it.
What
Of
kind of things
course,
do you have in your bag?
uh, I have life straw,
Mm-hmm.
water keys. Um, of course, while me being in Michigan, some winter gear, a
Mm-hmm.
hat, gloves. Um, I think I'm gonna throw a rain suit in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Boots, my AR-15, which is a 7.5 inch barrel, is also
Mm-hmm.
in there. Um, I want to say 3 mags, little small stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Tap water tablets, first aid kit.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
what else do I have in there? Fire starter stuff. Waterproof matches, striker, and that thing that you and the rod. A
That's a
couple.
good thing. I've never thought about waterproof matches. I'm
Um,
listening. I'm sorry.
are you good? Uh, that's about it. That's about it.
Okay. That's a good start, though.
Yeah, we got snow.
That's
You got
really
snow up there
good.
in Ohio, Gina?
Not yet. Next week we supposed to get some.
We got some today.
Mother
You
Nature is waiting for my birthday, and she gonna send it to me for my birthday because she don't like me. But
put
yeah,
together.
I heard that Michigan and some parts of Indiana are having snow right now.
Yeah, we got it up here.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Y'all okay? Y'all got snow.
Plus rain. It's raining now.
Yes.
We just had a
Bougie.
wet. We just had a dang on ice storm last week or the week
See,
before. They
we've
just
been
got.
getting rain all day. It's just been pouring down, like pouring down rain all day.
I don't think that's gonna stick though. That's a good thing.
Get a get home bag, Vision. Vision said get a get home bag.
I know. I've been trying. I've been trying to do that too. I got to do them both.
Yeah, I've seen Homestead in the hood with her get home bag. She does. I don't think she has a bug out. I think she only has the get home bag. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good with putting bags together. I'm
Yeah.
horrible at putting bags together.
Yeah. And she does a she
She's
practiced
really
her
good.
preps too. So
Yeah.
that's a good
Oh,
thing.
that is queen of practicing her preps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't. She there's no excuse. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she in the concrete jungle, and
Yes.
she out there in the backyard doing her thing, and on the side of the house putting up a whole big tent and
Yep.
anchoring it down and everything.
Yep. Yep. She's serious about it. And I
Hmm.
be I be watching all y'all. I watch, to see what's going on, what people are doing, and I do decide based on what I see. I'm not that person who tries to get everything I see, but I will see. Sometimes I see things that I'm like, oh, I want to get that because that sounds important to me, like the water tabs. I'm like, that's important
Hmm.
to me.
It is. It
The
is.
life straw, things like that, because you want to be able to get water. You just do.
Yeah. You want to be able to clean the water.
Yeah.
That's what I
Um.
mean, to make it
Yeah.
usable. Yeah.
Right. Drinkable. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Especially if you get that boil of water notice.
Yeah. And on my street, I was telling someone earlier this week, they have been working on something on my street for a couple weeks now, all the way up and down the street. They have been flagging off stuff. It's the city flagging off stuff in our yards and stuff. They've dug up on a couple of yards, and I'm like, that's usually the water line when they start digging down
Mm.
deep
Right.
into
Right.
your yard. I said they better not be trying to poison us because they ain't left no notes to tell us what they doing. Why they all of a sudden all up in these, yards? I don't know. I don't be trusting. I don't be trusting at
I would
all.
prepare for the coldness. That would be my thing. Is biggest thing here in Michigan. Now, if I was home in Little Rock, Arkansas, where I'm originally born, then I wouldn't worry about preparing for the coldness. But my biggest thing, I
Yeah,
hate cold. So my
me
Yeah.
biggest
too.
thing
Me
is
too.
I can't
You
stand the cold.
gotta find some stuff to keep you warm
Yeah.
because I was surprised um because I don't like the cold. And when I was out there the first night, Friday night, and we didn't have any, we left the heaters and stuff in the cars. And but that I just came across a good sleeping bag. When I tell you that sleeping bag felt like it was an electric blanket. It was so warm. Long as I stayed underneath it, I was good.
Hmm.
I didn't really realize how cold it was until I picked up my phone to see how what time it was and the phone was freezing.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
you know it's cold if you pick up your phone and your phone cold.
yeah, yes. And it be cold. That's something to think about too because some months, even when it's cold, we don't get a lot of sunshine. We had a lot of no sunny days in
Hmm.
Ohio during the winter. Like
Yep.
it was overcast for a lot of days. So for someone who has solar as a backup situation, that really isn't helpful if there's no sun. So
But don't
you're
say that. It's
back.
important what kind of equipment that you have. Some panels do work in low sun. Not all, so you can't say that for all panels. So if that's a concern, see if your panels work in low sun. Some
But what
panels do
about
work in
no
low sun.
sun? Because I'm not talking about low sun. I'm talking about literally there was no sun.
When you say no sun because you didn't see no sun rays, but we
You
will
didn't
never
see.
have no sun.
Well, yeah, you didn't see no rays because it was definitely blocked out.
But
There's
that
just
doesn't
some gray
mean that, but
skies.
does that, then we need to find out if no sun rays mean your panels cannot pick up the sun rays.
Okay.
Just because you're not seeing them, that don't mean your panel can't pick them up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my mom just bought a house. She got with this program where she put uh them panels on her house. She did.
I've been seeing some people doing that,
Hmm.
putting them on their house. It's supposed to be like energy efficient or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but they still connected to the grid.
yeah. They are.
So if the grid goes down, they're no good.
Yeah.
So
It
be
was
mindful of that.
Yeah, it was something I was talking to one of my coworkers today. I was looking at a firearm safe.
Okay, see, Vision said cloudy. Vision, you're saying cloudy, they will work. Yeah, so be,
Okay.
yeah.
I was looking at some firearm safes, and he made the comment he preferred the ones with the dial instead of the keypad. And I said, "Well, why?" I said, "Is it battery or something that you're concerned about?" He said, "No, but if somebody was to hit it with an EMP, you won't get into your safe because it's going to knock it out."
Right.
And I was like, interesting. I would have never thought, like, some people be thinking of deep into stuff. I did not think about
Mm-hmm.
that. But I was like, I definitely wouldn't want to be in a situation where I couldn't get to what I'm expecting to be able to use as a protective item.
Right. I mean, how I look at it, we could prepare up to our eyeballs. We don't know what's going to happen.
We
And if
don't.
the stuff that we have is even going to help us. But it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and don't have it.
True.
So the best you could do is um, just prepare as much as you can, how you want to, and wish for the best. Willfully, I hope nothing don't happen,
Mm-hmm.
and we just sit and what do you call it? Rotate. That's all I hope. I just rotate my
Yeah.
breath, and
Yeah.
nothing don't never happen.
Yeah. I agree with that. And Vision, I did look at those, but most of those don't seem like they get in a bigger.
No,
Have y'all
Bob,
seen them?
Bob, no, you're not gonna get them. They're not that big. You
I
might
didn't.
get up to a 12, maybe,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but you ain't getting no bigger than I think a 12.
Okay. I didn't think I saw any that got. Not that. Calm down, guys. Not that I have a lot to store up, but I'm like, just thinking like I feel like it's almost like tattoos. Once you get one, you're probably going to get more. So
No, that's not true. I
I,
got one. I never went back and got another. That was too cotton picking painful.
I think I would. I think
Okay.
I think I would be that
You
person. But
get addicted to it.
Get it?
Wait, get addicted to the pain.
not the
That
pain.
is, them things is painful. I don't care what nobody said. That woo,
The
buddy,
kickback.
that's digging into your skin. That thing was painful. Almost made me cuss. It was painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got it back here.
I
That
figure
was
you missed a
painful.
bit. Are you talking about something that's pretty big that you had to
He
brace
tried,
on
he
you?
tried, he tried to convince me to get it big. I was like, no, sir. That size right there was good enough. I couldn't even
Yeah.
imagine if it was bigger. I had to sit there even longer in that pain.
Yeah.
Vinny
What?
said don't use a gun safe, period.
He said he doesn't. He doesn't use one. I I still I don't know. It just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable because I have a 14-year-old in my house. Not that I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to have her be aware and things like that, but just it just makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. I would. Well, my wife told me I couldn't bring anything in the house unless I got a safe. So I ain't have no choice in that.
mhm. And I didn't know until today, Vision, that about the law that passed in regards to the concealed carry. So um, I wasn't following that stuff at that time, so because I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah, so now in Ohio, we don't have to go get the permit to do so anymore.
Well, I know here Michigan is trying to pass a bill where it's called common safe. What is it?
Hmm.
Common sense safety storage or something like that. Um, so they getting. If you don't have one here, I imagine you need to get one here in Michigan because they're gonna pass that. Probably
Hmm.
gonna pass it, I guess. Whatever they're gonna do, but yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it's really prevent kids from getting into stuff and shooting themselves or sibling or a family member.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. So that is one of my preparedness items that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm going through some training. I'm going to start tomorrow and just get familiar with different ones and things like that, and see what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, take your
Mm-hmm.
time. Yeah, it's all gonna come together.
Hmm. Yeah.
Don't get into it like me, cause I tell you, I went to was it yesterday? Yesterday I had to go get my physical, cause I'm taking a fire department physical agility test tomorrow, so I had to go get my
Hmm.
physical done. And I had Ray Official, who is a FFL dealer,
Yes.
so I had him shipped two to my FFL dealer, and then I
I
also
saw your gifts you received.
so I ended up winning that one off RGG's channel for the Twister sign
Oh.
Caltech. And then I
Uh-huh.
messed around and I don't know why I did it. I knew I was gonna do it. I knew I shouldn't have went in there. I went to Donovan and ended up picking up a high point just for the heck of it, forgive us. And then before I left my dealer, I ended up ordering another one for Ray. I told Ray send that one to me. So I got another one I gotta pick up next week. Yeah, I got a problem.
Wow.
I got a
Yeah.
problem. Oh,
Yeah.
I got a problem.
Hey, it's a lot of you. You ain't alone.
My goal was only to buy four, and I'm already trunk four. So,
Yeah.
I just want to get probably a bigger handgun, and I'll be done. I'm done. I got
Hmm.
the handgun, I got the shotgun, and I got the AR. I'm good.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
said the same thing a couple years ago, but um, it has become a problem because I'm looking at the PDP. I want that Walter PDP, and I want to. Well, I'm definitely gonna get my full length AK-47. I might do the PDP and the AK-47, and not buy nothing else until October, my birthday. And it'll be my two gifts to
Hmm.
myself. So yeah, I'm looking at around 6 to 7 this year instead of doing
Okay.
my goal.
See, I don't take a vitamin for D. Do you, Bougie or Skilly?
Just whatever is the in my regular daily,
The
is
daily
the
vitamin?
whatever quantity is in that. I don't take nothing extra. No.
Yeah, I
I've
don't
been
either.
looking at stuff like that, like vitamin
Hmm.
stuff, taking stuff for stuff like that. I ain't never
It's
get.
good to what you call it, the some vitamins too, because I buy like extra bottles of the one I'm not particularly that brand,
I know
but
what you mean. Hmm.
your daily vitamins.
I do that. I keep I rotate them out, of course, as we
Mhm.
use them, but I
Mhm.
try to keep extras of different things like that. Yes, I'm
Mhm.
the same way. Yep. And hey, Diva, I didn't see you come in. And Crystal, I didn't see you either, sis. It took almost a year. Really? I don't think it was nearly that bad for us here. I just never did it. I when I decided
Really,
to do
Crystal? Wow.
yeah, when
Did
I
you do it
decided
during the pandemic? Because the pandemic here,
I
it
was gonna
really,
say that's when it was
yeah.
a that's why I never got mine because
I
of that.
did. I think I did. And it only took 90 days, like they said.
Did
Uh,
you do it in person or online?
The in person.
Okay. See, a lot of the places had put them off, and the one that I was looking at, I found I went and looked for them recently, and they're not even doing it at all anymore. But I found someone that's gonna work with me, and most of y'all gonna find out who that is because they are a content creator.
And that's
So
another reason why, like how Irvin said, some vitamins you need to take with other vitamins. That's why I don't take stuff by itself. I just take the multi one because it has the guy that I get mine from. He knows what to put with what so that you can absorb this and so that's why I don't
mhm.
buy individual stuff.
That is true, Brampton. So that you need to get that now because I know that's why Urban started working on that before
That's
they.
why I got my AR. When I heard what Vision call him, ice cream. I forget what they call him. Ice cream something he called him. Was talking about trying to get ban the ARs. I said let me get mine before they try.
Mhm. Yep, because I know Urban made sure she got that taken care of. So, which is smart if you wanted to get it. Yeah, they do say that
Yeah,
for
very nice. All right, Urban. I got my call sign. Don't ask me what it is, but that's for the ham radio. I got my ham radio call sign. That means I am what they say in the database. I could actually go on air.
because of you, Erica. That's I want the Miami Night because of you. Have you seen that one, Skilly?
oh, it's a
You-
beautiful gun. That is a
Oh,
beautiful gun.
Grandpa ice cream. Okay.
I'm like, look, my birthday next week. Y'all wanna cash episodes? Listen, it is so. But you know what? I'm like, would I even find it? Because I heard that they only made so many of them. It was like a
What's the one?
limited
What's the one at the say that what's that name? How do you say that again?
mechanic.
Is
Mechanic.
that the one when Billy did the interview with all the women that were trainers and that's what they were saying? Everybody was saying they wanted one of those.
I don't know. Was it Erica? I watched that one and I don't
Was that
remember when,
Skilly? You was there, right? When Billy did that interview when they
when he
came
had
back
the
from that big
panel.
gun show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
Was
was they
and remember
talking about the panel?
there was one of the trainers. She was she does contests and she's sponsored by one of the that I think I went on their website. That gun is like about what $2,000 or something.
Let's see. I know Yorkie just did one not too long ago, and she got them both. She got the white one and the black one.
I
What's the
saw
name
that.
of it?
I saw her channel. Yeah, she does have both of them. The white one is called the day, and the black one is night. But she did have both of them. But she only practiced with her black one. She said she didn't want to get her white one dirty. But I did see that video because I was looking for people who had it to see what they thought about it. Um, and yeah, so but that those are pretty. Both of them are pretty. Not that you get them for that reason, guys, but they are pretty. you
Well, yeah,
know,
yeah, you do get them for that reason.
you like a little bit of both.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get it because I really like that one, but I'm like, it looks a little like for somebody who is just getting into it. I don't know if that's where I want to start, but I like it. I already did. Erica, we meeting tomorrow. We meeting up tomorrow, girl.
And
You
that ain't a
late?
bad price for them though. They want 800 for them.
That's
Ain't
yeah.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
name. Erica, say that name. Y'all
What?
see it?
Oh, the staccato.
Staccato.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I want to
So
get.
Hmm.
That's what I want to
that's what they
get.
was talking
The
about. You right.
staccato. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, my Renaissance grandma. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. She
Yes.
just
Practice,
became a
practice,
new
practice.
member. I appreciate you. I'm still listening. Yes. Prepping vegetables. Yes.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Nice. That's what
Prep, prep,
mostly
prep.
I do. I freeze. I mostly
Yes.
freeze everything.
Absolutely, Crystal. Practice, 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 and that's what I will do. I will not do
Hmm.
any. I don't do anything willy nilly. That's something y'all will learn by watching me, and it doesn't matter what it is. I do a
Well, you
lot of
shouldn't.
research.
Everything should be done on purpose and with a purpose.
Yes, I dig deep into stuff. I want to know it. That's why I said I. That's how I saw the one um, video with the creator that was shooting. I didn't mean to say that, but you know what I mean.
Y'all heard
Using the
that?
I don't want them acting. You know how they say they act stupid about most of the stuff they hear on these lives, but the Miami Night, she had both, but I just found her by searching. I didn't follow her. I didn't only watch her either. I watched several people, but
Hello,
I wanted
hi.
to see what people thought of it. You know, um, and I know there's some other ones that are pretty close to it. Isn't the Taurus similar or something like that? It's called. What's the other one called, Erica? Was is it the Taurus Skilly? Am I saying that right? No, he probably doing something.
I don't know. Y'all good. I don't know no names, but what I got.
I don't know that many. I be learning a lot of these names over there on my Fly family
I
because
don't know.
they be
And if I know a name, look, I done forgotten the name of that one that I want to get.
listen. But I ain't forgot. I forgot Canic once, and I had text Erica like, "What did you tell me it was called again?" And because I was like, I wanted to pull it up and do. That's when I did my research, Erica. Because when she first sent it to me, I just was like, "Oh, that I like that," but I hadn't done any research.
That's
So
what I
when I got
did when
ready
I
to
was
do,
looking for a firearm. I've watched so many videos,
yeah,
and then it just so happened. I think the last video that I watched, because I put in, specifically for women. I started doing that and seeing what was like the one, everybody's doing a video, but everybody got different firearms, but they might have one, everybody might have this one in all their videos. So
mm-hmm,
just so happened the one that I got, um, the the gun store by me sent the email where they had it, where they had the gun, the handgun, and the shotgun, as a, get both of them for
mm-hmm.
$500. I was like, what? Say less. I jumped
Say
right on
less.
that.
That was a good deal,
Yeah.
especially when we talk about that Canic by itself is 8.
Mhm.
That was another thing as I was looking at other things like the Taurus. It is called the Taurus. It was probably half the cost of some of them were like half the cost of the Canic. I was like, whew, but they weren't as
I don't
pretty.
think I ever, if I seen it, I would have to see the Canic again. I don't remember seeing that one, remembering that name.
Hmm.
It's like
They
when
have a
you
lot of them, but the Miami one is just different. But they
when
have a
you
lot,
look
and they all look good to me.
when you looking at something new and there's so much to choose from, oh my goodness, it just makes your head spin.
Hmm.
Because you be like, okay, what do I get? What do I get? What do I get? A good thing to go do is to they say to go to the range because at the range you can
Yeah.
ask to use, and then they said it's better to do that than to get something and then you don't like it. But I'm like, not liking something. Well, to me, I get, yeah, they all made differently, but I mean, when you're defending yourself, I think they all do the same. They get the job done the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
I'm not a gun enthusiast, so I'm not into it like
Yeah.
that. But I
Some of
could,
the some of the enthusiasts are popping in. What up, Zach?
I see. Hey,
He came in. He came in before he said hi. He said this because somebody they were talking about the Hellcat up.
and look,
They're
I don't
like,
even know what none of
that's
that
why he's
is.
not the bushes. He probably was in the bushes with Billy.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. I would have to Google it.
Mm-hmm.
I know I saw Crystal mention it up in the chat. No, Crystal. Wait a minute. Did she mention it? Yeah, she did. Yeah, but yeah. And Crystal, if you don't follow My Fly Family, Erica My Fly Family, and Fat Guy with Guns, definitely check them out. There's some good content creators.
Yeah, they
Um,
are our 2A family. Keep us
hmm
up to date on what's going on with the 2A stuff.
and they talk way over my head, but that's okay because I'm here to learn.
It is. What
So
what I noticed, if you just keep listening,
that's
you'll
right.
sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, okay." You
I'm
you
picking
you
up
keep
stuff.
hearing it, and you'll start picking it up, and you'll understand the lingo, the 2A lingo, and all of that stuff. It's like
Yes,
when I listen to the channels that I listen to about the economy. When you first listen to it, it just sound like bloop, like the what they said, the peanuts teacher, blah blah blah.
yes,
You're like, what is y'all talking about? But as I
yes,
kept listening, I know all, when they say stuff now, I know exactly what they're talking about. So,
yes. I agree. That's why I keep pulling up. I'm like, I'm gonna learn something every time, and if I don't know, I'll go Google it
mm-hmm.
or I'll ask. I don't mind people knowing I don't know. I don't know. If I don't know something, I ain't scared about that. I'm willing to learn it.
And you're not going to know everything. Yeah, baby. They said be scared of the people that say they know everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You good over there, Skilly?
Yeah, I had to mess around and go mess with a tow truck that walked in the door.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah. Hey
I'm back.
Jay, I think I saw you in here earlier though. I think so. But yeah, Jay got us out here trying to be raw food in it. I haven't started, Jay. I ain't gonna lie. I have to go to the store. I'm gonna try.
I
It
remember
ain't
last
it,
year when he did it, I had did it. You got to have the stuff in the house.
you do, and you
You
probably
have
gotta
to
go
have
to
it.
the
If you
store.
don't have it in the house, it's gonna be a failure.
Yep.
And I made an attempt at it. But you have to have this stuff, and it's amazing how quickly you go through this stuff. So like you got to have a lot of that stuff in the house or in your backyard. Yes, or in your
Yes.
backyard.
Yes. If it was spring and we were already like in the kind of harvesting and stuff, it might be a little bit easier, but it's still, and it's probably easier also in the spring, in the summer because you're having this stuff is going to mostly it's going to be cold. Although I know you said that you're willing to put a twist on it, and like if we want it in a soup form or something, yada yada. But Jay,
Now,
uh,
Ramadan is coming up. I like to do that. It's
Mm-hmm.
good starting the end of this month, so I'm going to be doing that.
See, I saw your stuff, Urban. You called us out. I was like, dang. She tagged some of us in it. Like, I got my stuff. I was like, I'm gonna go to the store. So
Jay,
yeah,
Fat Guys with Gun is asking you
yep.
what's a good digestive juice that he can make at home?
Mm,
I know you got something.
that's
I
a good
went to the
question.
store. Prices had me on the floor. Yeah, they robbed you. What you got, Skelly? What was you saying?
I said that's a good question. Digestive juice. That's a real
Mm-hmm.
good question.
Mm-hmm. Only one meal.
My Renaissance grandma might know that. She might know something for that too.
She
I'm
may.
quite
Are
sure
you
she
in?
got
Oh, she
something
is
for that.
here. My Renaissance grandma. If you got something to suggest, chime in. She is a good one for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and Jay, he also does heck, it might be Fifi might even
Look,
have something for that.
um, we look at the community. We got you covered.
Hmm.
We
I don't know if Fifi's
got
still
you
in here.
covered.
I know Urban does like different shots. I don't know if you do any actual juice combinations for certain things though, Urban. But I know she does like the ginger shots and turmeric, maybe turmeric and ginger.
Yeah, Fat Guys with Guns. My Renaissance Grandma. Not that Juice and Jay wouldn't know, but check out my Renaissance Grandma channel.
Yeah, I think her and Jay have a similar. Well, Jay used to be plant based. I think now he does eat some meat, but my
Mm.
Renaissance grandma is plant based.
Mm.
Oh, Sanaf says she makes an herbal tea that aids in digestion. Do you have content on that, Sanaf? Are you able to give the recipe in the chat?
She said I don't do juices, I do teas. Whatever you got, my Renaissance Grandma.
Mhm. Don't have a recipe, but digestive ingredients are. Let me put that on the screen. So that's probably why some people do it in tea.
Cucumber, ginger, lemon.
That last one is
Yeah,
peppermint.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you can put all that in tea. So, I mean, just
yeah,
most of you can.
yeah. You probably wouldn't do cucumber and
Yeah,
celery. You
no,
could, but you probably wouldn't. But ginger, lemon, peppermint.
yeah.
Yeah. I eat that yard bird, but not, but not this month. You so crazy. I knew you did pick up something meat wise. Um, he said any help is appreciated, and
Yeah,
then celery
there's
and
a whole lot
beetroot.
of help in here, that's for sure. You get some help in here, for sure.
Yeah, I will send
And
you
even
what I find.
where's Lashes?
Lashes, she might not
Lashes
be in here
too.
still. I think
Um,
tonight she was
Crystal. Anyone use aloe? Crystal is
Crystal.
good too.
She
Yeah,
is. You're
Crystal is
right. You
good.
still in here, Crystal?
Yeah,
She
that's what I
commented not
remember.
too
She
long
just
ago.
popped up.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know. Is aloe good for digestion?
Because I know
I
when
do
Lashes
not
went
like
on her
apple cider
retreat,
vinegar.
um,
Ugh.
when Lashes went on her retreat, she learned a lot of stuff that she was
She did.
taking that wasn't good for her, and she stopped
And
using
yeah,
it.
yeah. And she learned how to use natural herbs and stuff for stuff like
Hmm.
that. She surely did. You're
Hmm.
right. Is this for oh Urban asked a question. I don't know if you already saw that or not, Zach.
I think that's everybody's problem, Urban. We all got some form of leaky gut.
Yes, Lashes is here. Lashes, you got any input on that, girl? So now says she doesn't give out recipes unless she knows of any other. I get that, but yeah, I get that though. I get it. Oh, um, Jay's gonna tag you in some videos that with some recipes, some juicing recipes.
So everybody's saying
I thought,
aloe without any additives. This is
I
not
thought
medical advice.
you
Urban put up.
can also check out gummies for GI or aloe is good for GI. I did not know that about aloe. I always see all the Mexican contractors drinking aloe juice at lunch. Well,
Really?
there you go.
Okay.
Yes, aloe is great. Lasha
Now, don't they
said.
have aloe water? Or am
Yes,
I
that's what
tripping?
Zach
I
said.
think
He said
so. Yeah.
people drinking that. I've seen it in the restaurants where you can buy them, like when you get takeout.
Mhm. Mhm. I think I've seen them too.
Mm-hmm. Um, let's
Oh,
see. Putting
my
aloe.
Renaissance grandma said she said I drink aloe every day.
Okay, then. Don't have me out here adding aloe to my
Okay, just get out my head. I was just thinking the same thing. What?
Listen, I'm
The
for
elder,
real.
if the elder is drinking aloe vera every day, I think I need to get me some aloe
Did
water
you
up
see
in
her
here.
live today? I was looking at my Renaissance grandma like, listen, lady, stop being on here looking younger than me. I need to get my life together. She looks so
Okay.
good. Skin just glowing. Just, yes.
Hmm.
Y'all definitely doing the right thing. It supports absorption. Okay. This is not medical advice. We are just sharing what we do and what we have seen. YouTube. Nobody's giving medical advice here. We're just sharing because that's what family does. Um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on that aloe water.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is on the grocery
Erica
list.
says she drinks it too. Or I don't like coconut water though. It feels like it's healthier
I
than
think I
regular water.
tried
I
that
can see
one
that.
time.
Cocoa water.
Coconut
Cocoa water.
water.
That's horrible.
JT Jr.
I think
That's
it
his
is
drink.
too. I don't like it.
Me and my friend tried it. Oh, I spit that junk right out. I said no. He ended up
Uh
later on, a couple months later, he ended up drinking it though. He ended up
I
starting
knew
drinking.
Hey,
it was in the
Bushman.
bushes.
What go on, Bushman?
Well, Medea, you don't know, so Medea. What y'all up to?
Just talking about we were talking about originally some preparedness, just seeing what kind of things they prepping for, if people are prepping, if they have prepping goals, things like
Hey,
that. So we were talking about.
did you catch that comment that Erica said about being able to hotwire a vehicle?
No, I didn't. Did she? What she
Mm-mm, I
say?
didn't see that either.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a true thing. I know it sounds grimy, but hotwire a vehicle and possibly a small like a bulldozer, like a construction equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and
Could
you can get a key. There's like I know I'm breaking. Am I breaking up bad?
not
Yeah.
bad, a little bit though.
There's a key that is like a kind of skeleton key for construction equipment, and if you get your hands on one of those, keep it, never discard it, and just look at YouTube videos on how to operate those things, skid steers and bulldozers and everything from small to big, whatever you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see it probably being
So if the
easier
day
for
ever
a
hit,
construction vehicle than a regular, because these newer cars, to me, I don't know how people gonna be able to get them. I need something that's probably not. It just sucks.
80 something.
I don't want to look. I'm not stealing cars, people, but probably something
But
like
that's
210 or younger.
definitely a skill. I don't know. I might have to find me a 90 something.
Oh, that's even better. I mean,
Those are, I hear. So I hear. You know,
right. That's what they say.
that's what they say.
Kelly, somebody said, not somebody, but Cherie. Oh, I'm getting ready. Jenkins.
Oh,
Yeah, jack her name up. She
Sarah?
said try the coconut water in orange juice.
Okay. Hey, Shatera. I think you're new in here.
Shakira.
Welcome.
Okay, I was about to jack that up. Something bad.
I hope I'm saying it right. Look, I just said it with confidence.
Okay, I do like orange juice. Okay, I'll try
Me
the orange
too.
juice
I'm
with
like, I
coconut.
might try it in orange juice.
Okay, we can. Yeah.
And I also saw Urban say to get, I think she said real coconut
Real
water.
coconut. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's.
See,
Mm,
my thing is, I don't
is
like
anything
coconut. I
real
don't like
these
the
days?
flavor. And to me, the flavor comes out, but maybe not in real coconut water. I don't know.
Yeah, that what I done taste, that
I don't
coconut
like the
water is
flavor.
real bitter. It ain't got no taste. Got a
Mm,
bitter.
So,
No.
so I was like maybe yesterday years old when I found out that coconut water and coconut juice are two different things. Coconut juice and coconut milk, or coconut water
Yeah,
and coconut milk. You can get a lot from a damn coconut.
yeah, yeah.
You ready
See,
for
I just,
tomorrow?
if I am, if I need
Mm.
to acquire a vehicle, I just call up Zach.
Okay.
Mhm.
But yes, I am ready. Am I
Yeah.
nervous a little bit? Maybe, but not nervous about the what I'm doing. Just if I'm gonna feel overwhelmed with the information. I don't know.
Ah,
I
Nah.
might be just
there's,
worrying
there's
about nothing, but yeah.
there's four simplistic rules. Once you have those four rules and they're short rules,
Mhm.
the rest should fall in place. As long as you obey those, you're good.
Okay.
Yep. 4 basic rules that people
So
forget.
when you get the opportunity after you get off the live, just Google it and it'll show up. And like I said, it's very very short, but as long as you obey those, there's no way you can go wrong. Everything else is just marksmanship.
Yep.
I know two of them. I think anyway. Um, because just from watching you guys and just hearing you talk and then watching how people handle in videos that they do, I'm noticing the pattern of like how you hold it and things like that. You're not your fingers are out and not clutching, well, you know what I mean. I'm noticing those things, so I'm thinking that's one. And I definitely know you don't want to be pointing it at nobody.
Well, you got two
So
already. You done knocked 2 out the
I
park.
thought,
Mhm.
yeah,
Got
I
two
thought
of
you
them.
knew too. I picked up on that and I figured that would be two. Now
That's
I will
true.
Google to see what the
Y-
others are.
Yep. And there's a fifth one that's super super important. You'll remember this as soon as I say it. You'll remember it forever. And this goes out to anybody who thinks there's only four rules. There is a fifth rule. Never try to catch a falling gun.
You know, I just learned that the other day. I have never heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Never
Never
catch a
heard
falling gun.
that.
The best thing, the best thing you can do is brace yourself. Try
Okay.
to turn direction or whatever, but never try to catch it.
Okay.
Mm.
And there's a sixth rule too,
Mm-mm.
and it's have fun.
Uh,
Have fun.
I like that one. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it. I'm really excited that he's willing to help me with this. So I'm
That's
excited.
good.
Yeah.
yeah. You can't ask for a better teacher.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zach. Zach is one of the good guys.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm excited
So
for
Hmm.
you. I wish I had somebody close to me.
that was the thing
So
I
like,
was saying, bougie, and then I ended up sitting on Billy and panel just chatting, and I said where I was from, and then
You got a couple
It's
by
like
you
I'm
though.
15 minutes
Between
away.
me and you, you got Roadblock. He up there in Ohio.
where's
Nah, he's in
Roadblock?
Toledo. Toledo
I
is
don't
a
know.
hell of a ride.
Oh, but he's still from. He lives in
Okay.
Ohio though, don't he?
Renaissance Grandma, where are you?
She's in I know where she's at. I was about to say Minnesota, but it's not. She's in God dang
Mike is
it.
in Minnesota, ain't he? That's where Mike is
Yeah,
at, right?
she's not in Minnesota. I just
What's STL? I'm a little
St.
SLOW.
Louis. St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
I'm like, I
Okay.
just was talking about where she's from. She's in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't
And there
heard
are some
nobody
that are
over that
close
way.
to me, Skilly, but there's still quite a drive. Like I know, what's the name over there in Indiana?
Oh, real deal.
Real deal.
Good
And
deal.
then we're in Michigan. Those are like y'all. You guys are not really far, but you're not really close either. It's still a few hours
Mm,
to
mm-hmm.
either of those places for me, which is not ridiculous, but it's just not close either.
Right.
Mhm.
Those are
Yeah,
like a
man, it's
drive
gonna
you'd
be a
be
good
like,
time.
oh, I can do
I
that.
got to take a day trip one time and get down to Billy and them if they would have me.
They would. You know, they got a meetup coming up in June. It's a big event.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that the big one, the big one.
Hmm.
My phone broke up, but I think you said you want to come shoot with the professionals down here in Georgia.
Oh, I don't remember the whole professional part. Yeah,
Come,
that
hey,
would be. I
I'm
know
gonna
that would
send
be
Bougie
a good
back to South
time.
Carolina. I'm gonna send Bougie back to South Carolina air racking and shit.
Listen, I know it'll be a good
Okay.
time. Listen, you have fun just messing with Erica stuff.
I know, right?
You got some fun stuff. She do.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that would be a good time. But I am. I'm really excited
But
about
yeah,
tomorrow.
that meetup is shit. We got like 2.5 months or something like that.
Yep.
It's
It's
coming up
coming up.
fast.
Hmm. This year is just
Yes,
it's going by. It's going by.
I'm telling you.
Tom, yeah, if you're gonna do something, do it. There ain't no, I'll wait around because if you wait around, it'd be done 2 years done passed.
Yep.
I mean, the time is waiting on nobody to mess around and be like, oh, I'll get to that. Mm-mm.
Yep. Yep. And I had that was one of the things I had on my that I wanted to get done this year. And I'm like, I'm going to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the things I really wanted to do this year and I didn't want to put it off.
When you was talking about goals, like in the beginning, like you do have some. I don't. I wouldn't say it was goals, but it was some things that I wanted to get. Like you looking at the having some source of power. But
Mhm.
certain things, yeah, you see, be like, okay, I'm gonna get
Mhm.
one of those.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
after that, it's more like, what do I really think that I need? At first, when you first starting, you do start out, you be seeing all this, everybody get this, get that, get this, get that, and be careful with the get this, and they tell you half of the story.
Yep.
Like they suggest, getting like the ham radio, walkie talk, whatever, but they don't tell you the full story. Your ham radio is not a plug and play, that type of
Mhm.
thing. So you can get a ham radio, but if you don't know how to program it, if you don't know what frequency you're supposed to be or blah, 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 and all that stuff, you just got a radio and can't use it.
Right.
a,
So
a
be
bunch of
careful with
buttons.
that. You're right, that you don't even know what's for it.
Yeah.
like I had, like I was convinced that, get the ham radio. They say you need a license, but who's worrying about a license if something is going on? But then when I really get into it, I don't even know how to use the thing.
Yep.
They say you could just sit and listen, but if you don't even know how to turn it on and where to tune into to listen to something, what good is that going to do me? So now
Yeah.
you got a radio
Mhm.
thinking you're just going to turn it on and listen to it, and guess what? That's
Bou-
not.
Bougie Prepper done got a ham radio and said, "I found a station would sound like the ocean." Yep, yes you did.
Hmm.
I don't hear nothing on this thing. It's broken. Yeah. That's why I
Then
try to do a lot of
then I
research.
realized, you know what? Let me get my license because I really felt for that one.
Yep.
And now I get it. And because when I got the radio, I realized I had to program it. That was another like finding somebody to help me program it. I like my radio is still not programmed at this time. So
Yeah.
yeah, be careful of that too. Getting, you people saying get this, get that, and not telling you the whole story as to what
Mhm.
goes along with getting that.
Mhm.
And
So are
it's
you
a
still
lot.
looking
It's a
for
lot.
someone to help you program it, or you just having
Um,
trouble getting it
I'm
programmed?
a no. I got the technician license now. I want to get all my license first, and then I'm gonna jump into the house
Okay.
because this the
There's a
studying is
there's a
kicking my
channel.
butt.
There's, there's a channel called Ria's Ham Tech. Check her out when you get the opportunity. She is like a super duper knowledgeable, and she does many videos on ham radio, CB communications, all different FCC rules, all that shit.
Yeah, I got I watch a guy. I think his ham radio prep, and that's specifically what he's about. That doing the ham radio for if something happens. So I do watch him. But yeah, it's I want to get it because if everything goes down, I want to be able to hear what is going on around. And even I could, when I thought about it the other day, I could use it as a barter. Like if people want to send a message to family members in another state, I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, what do you have?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Facts.
I could send you a message. What do you have to barter to
Facts.
get your message sent?
Billy, I got a couple peach trees growing out my yard. You want to barter?
Did you steal them? Huh? I want no damn stolen peaches.
I
I'm
ain't
in
gonna
South
have no
Carolina,
peaches.
Howard.
I just got some trees.
I'm trying to have some trees in the backyard now. I think we got two pear trees, and the plum tree is moving,
Nice.
boy. The plum tree is about to do something. And then that damn
Get y'all some,
tangerine tree be 3 years
cause
waiting for
y'all
this thing. I ain't
got
got
in
nothing
Georgia.
but leaves.
You can't
Huh?
be in Georgia and not have peach trees. You gotta have some peach trees. You're in Georgia.
Hey, that shit is a myth. It's a complete myth. Ain't no peach trees, ain't no peach farms down here, nothing. I don't know where that came from.
I didn't know Howard was in Michigan
Yep.
too.
Yep. He up here with me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good to know.
Y'all up there shoveling snow?
Hell no, I ain't shoveling no snow. I'm at
I
work. And it look like I'm gonna leave late. And on top of that, I gotta do my fire agility test tomorrow. So I'm preparing to get that out the way tomorrow. So,
I don't have snow
Mm-mm.
yet. I just got a bunch of rain. And I had planned on wearing my
That's
boots
what we getting
anyways
at.
back. I I saw your message. I was like, oh, I had already thought about that. There's no way I'm
Yeah.
gonna need my rain boots. It's soggy because when I tell you it didn't rain today, it rained today. It came down
Yeah.
heavy. It make you feel like it's
Shoot.
spring, even though it ain't.
It feel like spring out here, boy. I'm in my damn shorts. You see my sexy
okay,
legs?
okay. Nobody want to see your chicken legs. Put the camera back up. But I want to see your chicken
He
legs.
always bragging. Last time he was in his flip flops. I'm sick of it.
Oh, I got those on too. I got those on too.
Horrible.
I'm sick of it. I'm about to send y'all some snow. How about that?
Okay, wait. Remember Urban talking about y'all over there? She did that video where she was shoveling, talking about y'all over there starting your garden, and
Man,
she over there
they be getting
shoveling
they be getting
2 feet of snow.
they gets it bad in Canada. They gets it bad. We
Yeah,
be
I know
thinking
they
it's
probably.
bad here.
Yeah, 'cause they right on top of
Woo,
us. So I know they.
Urban was like,
man.
shut up with it. I don't want to hear
Yep.
it.
You don't want to hear it. They be getting it horrible. I'm like, goodness. But it's been
Mm-mm.
fairly mild for us. I don't know. I thought it
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
heard
be
it
a
was
really
like
bad
in the
winter.
60s.
It's been very mild here in Michigan. We ain't really had
Yeah.
snow here and there, but nothing real crazy.
We didn't even get a dusting. That's all we usually get here. We didn't even get that. I'm glad
Yeah.
because they don't know how to act when we get a dust in here. So that was good.
Urban said them light skinned legs.
Believe it or not, the legs ain't even light skin. Them shits are white. I need some sun. My legs and my shoulders.
You see, Zach, he said if this was a different channel, he'd cuss you out. Always bragging about how warm it is.
Damn it.
Always bragging. But ours
that
is
that
coming.
weather changed on us when we Friday we got to the camp. It was so nice. We was putting up our tents and everything. Then nighttime came and that rain. Game
They said it
flipped.
was cold.
What? It just turned 360 on us.
What the raccoon name?
Um, Randy,
Randy?
Rudy, Randy, right? Randy, Rudy, one
Something
of
like
them.
that.
Yeah, we seen him with his big butt. We did a rookie mistake and left some garbage out. And at
I
first, it was
remember
so funny because everything you do out there echoes, or it sounds like it's right there next to you. So they was talking about him scratching on somebody's tent. So I hear the scratching. I said, "Oh hell no!" So I kicked the side of my tent with my foot. I'm like, I'm not having it. No, no, no. So then it stopped.
that.
So I'm waiting. I hear the scratching again. I said, listen here, wait. So I got a non-lethal. So I pick up my non-lethal and I go, we not having this. So I
You was
kicked
gonna
this
pepper him
side
up a little bit?
of I kicked the side of the tent again, and I don't hear nothing. So I forget I got windows. So I go and I crack the window open, and he's all the way over there on the side. That it's echoing where it sounds like it's right, you know, on my
Oh, he
tent.
wasn't even
But
on yours.
no, and before that, I was like, he messed around. I said, forget the non-lethal. His butt is about to get the lethal.
Damn.
His butt is about to get the lethal. He keeps scratching over here. But he was all
Listen,
the
Mm-mm.
way where we had the side set up for the kitchen. He was by the just tore the garbage bag up, and he kept scratching because there was more stuff in the bag he couldn't get out. So he was just determined to get the rest of that stuff out the bag. But that will not be a mistake that I make again because no sir, dude was huge.
did everybody who went, did they all sleep in tents, or did some people get the little cabin things? Did they have cabins on the
They
ground you
don't
went
have
to?
cabins. No cabins. You have to
Okay.
either have a trailer or a tent. No cabins, or you
Okay.
sleep in your car.
See, some of the places here have all three. So you can have a cabin, you can have a camper, you can have tents.
Yeah.
The
No
couple that I
tent,
know about, anyway.
tent, campers, or your car. I guess. Yeah. No cabins.
Okay.
Now I heard in September I want to go again. I'm surprised. I liked it that much. I was very surprised. In September, supposed to be going on the side with no electricity, which
Oh,
I think would be fun.
mm,
You just have water, no electricity,
Fun.
because each lot had a power box and a pipe coming up with for water. Now on this side where it's supposed to be going has no power,
mm.
just
Mm,
water.
That's
So
gonna be
that would
tough.
be very interesting.
I ain't
very.
trying to
I
prove
mean,
no
I,
point.
I didn't have a lot of stuff, but I ran on the 700, the EcoFlow 700 with I had a 23 cubic feet small refrigerator, and that ran from Friday when I got there to Sunday morning, which I don't think is bad. Before I actually plugged it up to
Mm.
Yeah,
recharge it, even though I had
right.
another battery, I didn't really have to do that. But I couldn't put out the
You
panels.
definitely
I didn't want to
you
put out the
definitely
panels.
solidified your name on that one. Who bring a refrigerator to a beach?
Why? Everybody, who doesn't?
That's some bougie shit right there.
They were
Who
they were
does
glam
who,
camping.
who doesn't? We were glamping. Who
They
doesn't
were
bring a
glamping.
refrigerator?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So September. It's gonna be nice in September too.
Sure. I heard we lucked out with no skeeters this time, but I heard in September they're gonna be out in full force, along with the
Yeah.
I heard the snails or something be dropping on you from the trees and all kind of foolishness
This sounds fun.
Yeah.
and leaving their droppings. So
The
yeah,
wild part
I'm
is
not looking for
snails.
that. For that.
Snails flock. I don't know if y'all ever seen this shit before, but they flock like a migration thing or whatever. And
Mm.
wherever they land, like a rock or a tree or something like that, thousands of them. Yeah.
You know what's
Little.
funny is in a shift situation, there's a lot of things that I can handle myself in, and it's probably gonna be bugs that take me out.
That's why I said with the bug out thing to the woods. No, 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 no.
It's
Mm-mm.
probably gonna be bugs that take me out. It's so crazy. That's the stupidest thing, but it probably would be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the bugs.
I
I
was
can't say.
surprised because I was walking and I'm funny like with grass and stuff, even though it was a lot of, and I was walking all in the grass and I'm shocked because I don't be doing none of that stuff.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Ain't it time for a My Fly family camp out? I know y'all did one once. I remember seeing y'all do.
What? This girl been trying to do that shit since Christmas. I'm like, bro, no, man.
You gotta practice your preps, Billy.
Yeah, I'm gonna practice right on YouTube. I'll be on here with y'all practicing.
She in
Man,
the comments too. She said camping is
is
fun.
she? And she gonna walk out this door in a minute with a goddamn backpack full of shit.
Ready. Let's go.
Nope,
I remember when
no
y'all
way.
did.
Oh, there she go.
Weekend.
Nope. Better get out of here.
I raked my area to set up my tent. I'm so ready.
That's
I'm
what
so
that's
ready for it.
nobody told me about that. Nobody told me to bring a rake and a broom. I'm gonna make sure I have
Oh
that the
yes,
next
you
time
gotta
I
rake
go.
it.
Yeah, and nobody even said nothing. But now I know when I was walking in the tent and kept going, what the hell? Because you stepping on something.
That was a damn branch.
Stepping
You
on
just stepped
something.
on. Mess up your toes.
Did
Yeah,
you bring tarps
exactly.
to put underneath your tent? Did you put
Huh?
tarps underneath your tent?
That still don't help. Yep, it was two of them underneath, and then my tent has a floor in it. But when you step on something, you stepping on, it's still poking up, in the thing.
Yeah.
So
No.
I got to take. I found a collapsible rake and a collapsible broom with the dustpan
Hmm.
because I was OCDing. The bottom of my tent was wet, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Wait,
definitely
somebody
glamping.
roll
'Cause
back up the tent. I said, "Help me take the tent to the parking lot so we could pull it out, so I could sweep the dirt off of it." So we pulling it. They said, "You talking about this dirt?" Yeah, this dirt. I don't want it on my
I know when Tarsha showed her camp, I mean her tent, she took her shoes off at the door of her tent every time
We
she
all
went in.
do. Yep, yep.
I was like,
Yeah.
We had a rug on the outside. You wipe your feet off, and then you had a rug.
Hmm.
Some people left their shoes on the outside, but I had a rug on the inside where you step in and take your shoes off and leave it there, and then go inside the tent. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a
thank
space
you.
in between our screen door and then the camping door. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
like we call it our sitting area. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
all netted in before you go inside the tent. We put like 2 chairs and a mat out there so we could leave our shoes outside in a netted area.
Why
Yeah,
we need
Gina.
you to go camping when you have this outdoor area on your tent, Billy? When the last time y'all been, Erica? When did y'all go last?
When we last, like November, October, November.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't no
Yeah.
way in hell I'm doing no camping in here in Michigan in no October, no November. Ain't no way in hell. I'm not.
Ain't no way, bruh.
Ain't no
And
way.
same here. My Renaissance grandma, we don't wear our shoes in the house either. We don't
No,
walk in the house with our shoes, outside shoes.
no.
We take them off at the door too.
I've never camped in a tent. So my thought was I wouldn't first of all, I was already thrown off guard with the rake. And then the tarps at the bottom. So I would have been messed up all over the place because I would have known none of that stuff.
Well, I didn't. I bought a tarp, but I bought a canvas tarp. But I actually bought that because my tent actually comes with a screen house, and I didn't get that yet. And if I would have bought, I wouldn't have been able to put it up anyway because I didn't have enough room
Yeah.
for it. But I bought this tarp to put up as like a cover in front, but I didn't have room for that, and it was a canvas one. So Tasha said to me, she said, "Oh, you got the good tarp." She said, "No, I got some other tarps." And so I didn't put the canvas. I wound up putting the canvas one down inside the room with me inside the tent. We kept calling
Wow.
our tent rooms. So you go into your room.
Y'all see
Yeah,
Camel
so
Carl? Been living in a tent for 10 months
I
straight now.
seen that.
Woo! And Nick, you see this
10 months
Sully
in Flint.
in
Oh, he
Flint?
done lost his mind.
Hey, 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 that's dope, Camel Paul, because I wouldn't even live in the house in Flint, let alone a damn.
Right, like, oh,
Listen, you're gonna survive out
Yeah.
here in this world though. So
I ever tell
Carl,
y'all
woo!
I
Carl
used to live
better
in
than me.
Michigan when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in a place called Hillsdale, Michigan, by Jackson.
I
I'm
went to
not
school in
familiar.
Flint, Michigan. I went to college. Mm-mm.
Woo.
That's what happened. You was drinking that water, Skilly.
That was back in
Listen,
2003. That water crisis didn't happen till later on. So I escaped the water
listen.
crisis.
That's what I want to get. So
And
not
you
for
said you had the
September.
wood
I don't
stove
know, but I might.
for
Yeah. I want the because I have a hot tent, so I want to get my stove.
me
I don't
too,
know if I'm gonna
Crystal.
take it in September, but you never know. It might because we right there at the
Mhm.
ocean, so you might could still use it at nighttime.
Yes. I gotta go check you out too, Camel Cart Carl. Type frugal in the chat, FRUGAL, and it'll drop your channel link so people could come check you out if you do content. I'm hoping if you out living out in that camp, in that tent, that you doing content. That's good content right there. Showing how to survive out there in Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
That is really good content.
It sure is for the strong. I ain't strong.
I ain't strong.
I ain't strong. You won't catch me for no 10 months in Michigan talking about I'm camping somewhere. No.
Listen. And y'all,
Mm.
anybody can type frugal in the chat. A lot of y'all already know that, but just in case you don't, you could type frugal. Yes, thanks that. Type frugal and it'll drop your channel. So yeah. I know
Mm-mm.
Hillsdale and Jackson, passionate and intrigued. That's right, you in Michigan. So yeah, she knows Hillsdale and Jackson.
Yeah,
That
my
area.
father went to Hillsdale Community College. That's when I was there, probably like 82, 3, 4, somewhere around there.
Okay. And Crystal says she lived in what is that? Ascota? Is that what it is? Ascota, Michigan,
All right.
at the Air Force Base.
Oh, yeah, we do have an area, an Air Force Base,
Yeah.
Coast Guard, all that stuff.
How y'all
See.
got a Coast Guard? Damn it. Damn it. Y'all ain't got no ocean, but y'all got a Coast Guard? That don't even make no damn sense.
Oh, that is a good question.
It's
Skilly.
downtown. What did I hold on? Let me
What
read.
body of water are they guarding?
Between here and Canada.
You ain't got to guard nothing from Canada. Urban, I'm sorry, but like our high school kids will deal off of Canada. Ain't got nothing to worry about.
Well,
Man, no way.
matter of fact, they stationed downtown
No way.
near the GM building.
That's interesting.
I didn't know the
That's
GM
in,
building was still a thing. Is that still GM still exists there?
Yeah, GM still got GM on that
um,
building, that tall building downtown. Yeah,
but are they working out of that building? Is what he's asking. Is there still
I
parts
believe.
being made?
No, it ain't. No, they don't make parts there, but I think that's their main office. Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say our plants that were here are gone. They've been gone.
So we mind our Canadian business.
We mind our Canadian. What'd you say? I'm 6 decades young. Okay. All those areas in Michigan. Awesome. We gonna head over there. Did you drop your channel, Carl? I don't think I've seen it
I
yet.
didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I think I'm
On the
following.
tag Frugal and the I'm gonna be so totally disappointed if you ain't doing content of what you're doing. That's great content, seriously.
I think he said 25 years ago.
No, he said he's been living he built it or made it 25 years ago, but he's been living in it for the last 10 months.
Oh, okay.
Now I see
Yeah.
two camel cars on here.
I've been living in the tent I made 25 years ago.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
Mm-hmm. Would you say, Skelly?
Don't repeat that. You're going to take a test
Oh,
tomorrow.
oh, oh, yeah. We might have. Yeah, all the dating ones is gone.
Said
They
I only
gone.
have a couple of videos up, but the community page have some content.
Okay. Type Frugal in the chat. Frugal.
Yeah, because I'm trying to follow it, but I two
And
channels.
we're gonna come check you out. But yeah, that really is good content because we laughing because we just know how cold it is there, but that doesn't in a real life situation, you gotta figure it out. Cold
Yeah,
ain't
you
gonna
do.
matter.
Yeah.
Just like you said, you need to prep, stuff for that in your bag or
Yeah.
for your
Wool.
Wow,
budget.
you got a big tent, 15 by 15. That's big.
How
Dang.
big is
10
Erica's
foot
building? I
tall.
know she got a big one.
Wow,
her tent is I think it's like 15 by 8.
Okay.
that's big too. What y'all got a TP
Oh,
10?
bigger than 15. I think it's like
All
20
right.
by 8. It's long as hell. It's long and then decently wide, but you could put queen size mattresses in it, blow up mattresses.
Hmm.
It's a what
Nice.
is it, a pop up or is it a canvas? What kind of tent is it?
I guess it would be considered a pop up.
I just subscribed to Camel Carl. Okay.
Yeah, I saw he just dropped the link. Okay, I see the tent.
That's a big old tent behind him, man.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15 by 15. That's big.
And he built that.
You could rent that joint out right there, make some money back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one thing I realize with, like they say, the glamping is cute, but when it's just you and I have to think about the stuff, picking all that stuff up. I have to pick all that stuff up, so I won't be too much glamping when I gotta be the one picking that glamping stuff up.
Yeah, you guys did have quite a bit of stuff, but you had family out there. I'm sure they helped you load it back up because I saw the van that
No, we did
ended up
good.
driving.
No, everybody did their own thing, and
Really?
most of that stuff was T's. When I tell you T put the ready and ready, she had everything.
I saw that
I
van.
could
She
have
was
just showed
driving
up.
a
But this
15
Tasha came with
passenger van.
everything. I mean, I could have just showed up. She had everything. That
I
was
saw
mostly
it.
everything that was out there was hers. And no, we
Wow.
did our thing. Everybody packed up their own stuff, picked up their
Mhm.
own heavy stuff, and put it in their truck. We did our thing. We put our own tent. We put our tents down ourselves because hers was her tent was 13 by 30, I think 13 feet
Mhm.
wide. We put our own tents down. We picked our own stakes up, wrapped up everything, rolled up our own tents and everything, and put everything in our truck ourselves. No help. So we did our thing. So that's why I
Wow.
said I have to be mindful of what I'm gonna bring, with me because I gotta pick all. You gotta. Well, I got help here with the kids putting the stuff in, but when I get there, luckily your truck is right there on your site. So that wasn't bad. So it was just literally just pulling that sucker out and dropping it on the floor. So that
Damn,
was
Bougie.
cool.
I thought
Um,
I could picture you walking across the desert to bring this stuff back to the truck. Boy, you was right there.
I would do it if I have to. Believe me, I would do it if I have to. But I was happy because I wasn't sure. But of course, Tasha had a trolley, so we wouldn't have had no problem with that. We'd have filled it up and rolled it to wherever we needed to go. But I was glad that the cars was right on site. But still, in all, you
Right.
still gotta pick that stuff up, take it to your tent, and when I tell you going to your car 100 times, oh my goodness. Then you got to pack it back all up, and of course, it didn't
It
go
don't
back.
never go back in.
What? It did not go back in the same way you bought it. That is
You
for
be trying to
sure.
give something away. Hey, anybody need this damn refrigerator?
Now, is your body sore from going camping? Because I know when we do
um,
camping, you
Listen,
like,
I'm about to tell you a trick. This is not medical advice. This is just what bougie does. When on the GPS said 6 minutes, it was funny because Tasha texted me, "You here yet?" I said, "I'm around the corner somewhere. I'm 6 minutes away." 6 minutes away, I popped the Tylenol.
Mm.
Yeah.
Couple of hours later, I popped the Aleve. That's all I'm saying. That's what I do when I
You
know I'm
set
gonna be
tripping right
doing
now.
stuff
You
like
set
that.
tripping.
Huh? What Billy said.
I'd have popped 3 or 4.
That's what helped me.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm home and everything starts to settle
Settle down.
down, and that's when, yeah. So I'm still recovering because now what? I still got stuff at the door that I still didn't put away yet. So
ready?
little by little, I'm still putting stuff away. And then I
Yeah.
have extra stuff because I didn't have a cot. And then the post office, they had the nerve to put a paper in my mailbox. I didn't know this until I came back and checked the mail, talking about you got a heavy package. Come pick it up. What the blazing saddles? That's what y'all doing now?
They said come pick your
They
own stuff
lazy
up.
though.
What?
They
Okay. I should have asked
lazy.
for a paycheck when I got there. What the? So that morning, I had to go pick up my own flipping cot.
Oh
That's
man.
messed up.
So literally, I should have did an unboxing in the camp. I literally did an
You should
unboxing
have
of
done it at the post office.
Y'all keep this
And
Pick
then
box.
your own package.
wait, right, and left the box there because it was
And
in a
left the
bag.
box.
Right, I should
I'll
have took it
need
right
that.
out the box and left it there, and because it came in a bag. It has its own
Mhm.
bag. So literally, I was doing an unboxing of my cot. I bought a sleeping pad. That was an unboxing, and of course, that sucker was bigger going home than it was when I took it there because it was shrink wrap. I was just looked at it. I said, "Good gracious!" I came with a pad this big and left with a
Right.
like, and that's what messed up in the back because now I got this big thing, this big in the back now going. Where I'm gonna put everything up? What the heck? What? So that
Mm-mm.
really messed me up.
Put it in one of them vacuum bags they got.
I know, and vacuum it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I
Yep.
wouldn't have thought.
Tell them vacuum bags work miracles when you trying to store
Mm-hmm.
something.
I was thinking about Skelly, you said that. I was thinking about doing that with my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have like some separate camping clothes where I don't mess with. Cause I'm like that. I feel like everything should that's my OCD talking. Everything should have its own thing. So if I
Right.
have camping clothes, I'm not touching that. So when
Right.
it's time for camping, I gotta get this and pull this out and that's too much. And
Yes.
I just bought some labels. When I tell you I drove myself crazy with the wires, I was picking up wires and going, what is this for? And where's the wires for this? Oh my God, where's the wires for this? So I'm glad I went because if stuff would have happened, I'd have been in here jumbling around with some wires. Now I'm getting labels. I'm labeling everything because that drove me nuts. And bad
Yeah.
enough, I'm going through the changes and can't remember nothing. While I'm in my tent, took out, I was supposed to have an equipment bag. This is supposed to be just wires, equipment, that's it. So I pull out a wire, go, what is this for? Guess what the
Yep.
wire was for? My laptop. I said, "Girl, you done lost it."
Uh,
I
you
say,
gotta
yeah.
label that stuff because
What?
I got
I'm
3 different
labeling. I'm
laptops
waiting
in
for
my
them
house. I'll
labels.
get confused on that.
They coming Sunday. I'm labeling everything because that was too much. That was too much.
Mm-mm. And I
Gina,
said
you
in my
gotta do it in your backyard.
who me?
Yeah, Gina, you gotta start with the backyard. And just bring your tent, like your tent and a book bag. Whatever you could fit in your book bag, just bring it to the backyard with you. You'll be able to do it. You'll be surprised at yourself.
So I put the tent. Wait a minute. I put the tent in the back in the backyard. And then what do I do?
Then you do like I do. You take your ass back in the house. do, do, do a quick video and then go back in the house.
And then do a video in the morning coming out of
That's him. That's Billy.
I made it.
Oh man.
Mm-mm.
Don't look at the cameras. Don't look at my cameras.
At
Just
all.
know I did it.
At all. Shit, we thought we was doing something, boy. We be having the extension cord going back there, be having fans and
That's you. That's Billy.
Wait,
Billy
go ahead.
brings
are
the
you
fan
talking about my refrigerator? And you got
outside.
extension
You
cords
got a big
coming
old
from the
fan in your
house?
tent, box fan.
I
But
got
I'm
I
hot.
got an industrial fan. That damn tank gonna be like a hot air balloon by the time I come out that motherfucker. I end up in my neighbor's yard somewhere. Big ass fan in there.
Oh
You
my
be like, what
God.
they doing in that damn thing? Wrestling? The fan just shaking the damn tent like this. He in there doing something to her.
Yeah, make them that. You know what? If it was some time ago, I could see you having some people being a little funny, but I love to see it.
People so
Making
funny.
Right.
he made some
No, that's
yeah
crazy.
people, but I think people are getting a little out of that a little bit, maybe just in the circles I'm in, but ugh,
I'll be
if anyone
surprised at
cares,
the
I'm the
stories
guy.
that y'all be talking about the unwanted attention. I never seen it. I'm like I'll
I
be
haven't seen it either, but I don't. I'm not
okay.
everywhere. I haven't seen it. Now I have in the past, not on my own channel, but I've seen people like tripping on people's channels like years ago.
Okay.
When I was on here, but it seemed like this last time when I came back, it's been pretty chill. But like I said, I'm not in some all the circles either. You
Right.
know,
Right.
I usually follow by word of mouth of some of these
Right.
channels.
Right.
I got
Right.
into 2A. Billy and Erica were the first ones I saw, and then people I
Hmm.
followed from there came from me being on Billy and Erica's channel.
Isn't it mostly like because it seemed like it's mostly the comments that
Oh,
people be leaving
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
My thing is when you come to something, just like I've had people make comments on my stuff sometimes, but when you come to something, if it ain't your type of
oh my
content,
That's
why
what
are
God.
I
you taking
say.
Don't
the time?
don't respond.
Like
Like
who made you press
you
the
can
play
skip
button? I want to know.
that
Right.
part. You mad at me because you watch my video?
Who
I
made
had
you
to
play the
Ooh,
press the play button
listen,
and then stay there and watch the whole
listen.
video?
the whole
Last
video.
last gardening season, I did a short of a big old slug that I took. I mean, it was big out of the garden. and I
Mm-hmm.
put it in a container and I put salt in there and I did a short about it. Do you know over half of the comments were upset with me killing this? Some of the people put, you know, salt will kill them. I said, I was thinking I was giving it a bath. Sorry. Like, you think I didn't know what the salt was going to do to the snail?
Right.
I was like,
Wait,
I
wait,
can't
my
believe you would
Renaissance
do that.
grandma said, and they would come back and watch the next video. Isn't that crazy?
I had the one first
Listen,
comment. Somebody said something. I got to talk about his mom and everybody. I went. I said I can't do this.
I don't respond.
I started talking
I
about his
don't even
mama and everything. I
respond.
said, "Oh, Jamal, you can't be doing that."
Right, my Renaissance grandma will come back to watch the next video. Exactly. I mean, I kid you not, more than half of my comments on that short were negative.
Mm,
But
I,
guess what? I still got the views.
right.
right,
You still watched it.
right. The only thing I don't know if it was negative, but when I first started and I started first started gardening and I was on the balcony showing something and somebody came on and said, you know, they got older people, you can ask them for their space. I said, what? Who told you I wanted more space? How about you mind your neck?
Right,
I said, I'm good with my little balcony. Thank you.
right. People always think they know what you want or need.
Right.
Right.
It hasn't been, that was the worst of the comments that I saw, was just about that snail, like all the pro earthers, I guess. I don't know what to call them. But I'm like, y'all, I didn't hit an animal. This is a
Right.
snail. It's a
Yeah.
slug.
I
Like,
have well, one lady in the prepping community, she actually closed down her page because of people on fat shaming, body shaming rather, what they say.
yeah.
That's crazy.
You know,
What?
they do the women in the prepping community do a
Mhm.
lot of the when you know they go to the stores and they show you hauls. They do a lot of
Yes,
hauls. And
grocery
Yeah.
she
hauls.
said people have said to her, "Why are you showing that kind of food? That's you know like it's I guess supposed to be bad food or whatever. That's the food
Mhm.
she eat. What the hell?"
Mhm.
So
That's
stuff
Right.
what
like
you
that,
gotta watch.
My thing is,
and it
come in town and flip my grocery bill. Then you can tell me what to buy.
okay
Right.
that part. So she actually stopped her channel because of
No.
the negative feedback that she was getting. She started a new one. And then they would tell her, because she was in an apartment, you're not a real prepper. I wish would come and tell me I ain't no real prepper.
Why
I
isn't she? Because she in an apartment. Most
We get
people.
that a lot. Kid you not, you get that a lot. That people think because you're in an apartment, you ain't got no land, and like all of that matter.
it
Listen,
don't. You just
if
gotta be
doodle gonna
motivated
happen,
about
ain't
where you
nobody
store it.
safe. Okay,
Yep.
ain't nobody safe.
Right.
I don't care where you at, ain't nobody
Yep.
safe.
I
So
agree.
to me, if you're willing, wherever you are, to be prepared,
I know, Mike. That's a point.
it
He
doesn't
gets all
matter.
the time. Why doesn't he grow outside? Because Mike does a lot of hydroponic growing. Pretty
Right.
much mostly
Because you don't
hydroponic.
grow hydroponics outside. That's why.
Right. And why it matter to you? Like, I'm eating this. You're not eating this.
And he's growing it. So what do you care?
Right.
Mike got like
He's
40 of
doing it.
them.
What do you care?
He do. He be doing his thing, and I be envious because he be seriously. He makes that work.
Ain't that
Yeah.
don't take
Yes,
a lot of time?
yes,
He does a good job on it. He know how to keep them. He does peppers, tomatoes, everything. He know how to prune them up to make them be
Yeah.
bigger than too high. I mean, he does. Listen, he got it. He got it down
He
to a
got it
science.
going.
And you do.
When I
He's
be
doing it
posting
that
them,
way because it's better for him in the state that he lives in, and he want to grow his own food. Why don't you
right,
just look at that? He's growing his
right,
own food. He
right,
adapted. He was dealing
Right.
with a situation where it was a little bit more troublesome to do it outdoors, and he adapted. That's a skill
Mhm.
that a lot of people don't have.
It sure don't.
Adaptation.
It sure
You
don't.
need to be able to pivot when things
Just
don't
that
quite
that
work the way you want it to.
being good
Right.
at just that hydroponics, him and GT. Oh my
Yes,
goodness. Just
yes.
Yeah.
doing that.
He's in Alaska, so he don't get that much time to go outside. Make it work.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's too much work for hydroponic.
It is. It don't get me wrong, it's work, but for somebody, if you wanted to grow your own food and you live somewhere where the climate just ain't really the best for you to get that much done outdoors,
Yeah,
pivot.
yeah.
Well,
Yep.
there's a channel, I forgot their name, where their whole tomato thing is hydroponics. I know
Yeah.
somebody knows. It's a big channel. I forgot the name. He grows tomatoes hydroponics.
I don't know. The biggest channel, well, he's not as probably the biggest channel out there, but the only channel I really watch that does so much hydroponic is Mike.
Okay. Yeah, this
That
guy
was
has
when I
a
first got
whole
introduced
he
to
has
it.
a whole what do you call those big tents outside? Grow house.
Grow tent, like
Yeah,
a
grow tent that he grows
yeah.
it
Greenhouse.
all
Greenhouse.
the tomatoes hydroponics. Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
whole big greenhouse full of tomato plants and he grow them hydroponics.
Nice. Hey, Miss Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Like, I just feel like you gotta pivot. Like, a lot of people who want to be at a can, even though you may not be able to afford to do a canner if you want a can. There's other ways to can. That's just the way that we find it's convenient for us.
Yeah.
But if you go follow some of the Mennonites in the community, they can in their ovens.
Mm.
And
Mm,
Right.
and other ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat. If
it
you can't
sure is.
afford to
It
buy this
sure is.
this particular item, that's not in your budget to do so. And the Mennonites been doing this for longer than most people. That
Right.
Hmm.
community, so if they still living from doing it, clearly they're doing something right. So
Right.
there is other
Right,
ways
right.
to get things done if you want
Hmm.
to pivot
If you
from
really
what
want to do
everybody
it.
else is doing.
Right. But
Make it
that's a
work
good
for you.
thing. Like all of us, there's no need for everybody to do the same thing the same way. We
Hmm.
all are different, so we're going to
Right.
do it the same way. We're all in a different place.
Hmm.
So I would rather meet somebody where they at than to try to
Yes.
say, "Oh, you should be doing this," or "Oh, you should." That's why I asked you, "What do you want to prep for?"
I know. Yes. But that's why I kind of keep my ear to a lot of different creators because I don't want to be in a bubble. There's somebody could be talking about something
Hmm.
that resonates with something that I'm interested in,
Right.
and I just kind of see, what the conversation is, and I might take something away from it. Everybody's channel is not for everybody. Some of the channels
No,
I
that's
follow might
true.
not be for
That's
everybody, but
true.
they're for me.
Right.
I like them.
And then to me, I get the information overload, so I can't do a lot. I
I
did
pull
that with the
away when it's
gardening.
when it's like that. I pull away
I
when it's
was
like that.
watching, not that they wasn't good gardening
Hmm.
channels, but when you watch too much of,
Yes,
woo, I
I
was
was
on
gonna say that
information
last
overload.
year.
It was
Yes,
like
last year I
you do
pulled
this
away.
and you do this, and you be done
Yes,
spent so much money getting somebody. I was like, who
bougie,
blood and what, and who
bougie.
blood is this I'm
I
getting,
had
and what meal?
blood
What?
meal, bone wheat meal. I had worm castings. I had 10, 10, 10. I had 4, 4, 4. I had 3, 3, 3. I had
Wait, you ain't
0,
had some
0, 0.
cow? Wait, I went to the store talking about y'all
Oh,
got some cow. Couldn't remember the name of it. The lady knew what I
oh,
was talking about though.
you name it. I probably bought it at one time. And I said, this year, I ain't buying none of that crap. I didn't
Come to
need all
find
that
out,
stuff.
the guy told me if I'm growing in grow bags, I didn't need the cow. So I
Are you
stopped
talking
getting
about
the
black
cow.
cow? What's
But
cow cow? Or are you
yeah,
talking about the cocoa cool? Oh,
the black cow. Yeah,
okay. Now, see,
yeah.
I
And
didn't
then
mend my
wait,
beds with black cow,
um,
but I don't.
potting soil, oh, all the soils, that was driving me nuts. I was like, oh, I can't
Yep.
do this.
Don't buy Miracle Grow because of this. Buy this. Try to get
Right,
that. Da, da, da,
right.
da. Get
You get the
organic. Do
potting
this.
soil and you can mix it with the mixing soil. I'm like, y'all
Yes.
need to pick a struggle. Pick
Pick
a
a
struggle.
struggle.
Pick a struggle. This is too much. We getting
But you
pie in the
know
soul
what?
and mix and straw. Pick a struggle.
But you know what? I learned a lot from it because I learned that I didn't need to do all that. And
All that.
that's when I
Yeah.
stopped listening to all the you need this and going and getting this. Now I do my research. So
Mhm.
some people live by those things. Me right now,
Yeah.
the only one that I probably still live by is I'm probably still gonna always get 511. It's probably
Okay.
always gonna still go in my garden.
I mean, all
511.
of it works. You just got to find your way of working it.
Mhm.
Right.
Like I've heard some people say you don't need all of it. They just found out what they need and that's what they do. Because I
Yes,
know I done killed a couple over here trying to do everything.
yes,
With the I mean I was going good, had all everything growing and like you, I don't like the bugs and you're watching the bugs and you hear them talking about the bugs, so I'm trying to kill bugs I don't see.
that part.
They wind up killing,
Look,
they wind up
you
killing
don't
my
know what
killing
they
the
tell you.
plants.
They tell you, well, there's some beneficial bugs. How am I supposed to know the
The
difference?
difference. Oh, but what?
How
Wait, let
I'm
me see.
supposed to know who's a benefit and who's a predator?
Let me tell you
How?
something. I went out on the balcony one day and I had this pot that was like that had the reservoir on the bottom and the dirt pot on top, and I was growing the tomatoes in those. And I walk outside to go water something. I turn around and I see something that has legs on it that can leap tall buildings in a single bound. You talking about get myself back in the house? I was like, woo, because if you would have jumped on me, it would have been like the cartoons in here. I
How?
would have been, I
I'm
killed
telling
myself up
y'all,
back
it's
here
gonna be a
trying to get
bug
away
to take
from
me
you.
out. It's gonna be a bug for me. But
So,
I
I used to absolutely be terrified of spiders. I allow them in
mm,
my garden now because I know the spiders will eat the other bugs.
right.
And
right.
then I let a prayer menace in my garden last summer, but I found out that they're detrimental to your cherry tree, and that's where it was. It wasn't on my cherry tree, but it was near my cherry tree. And I was
Mm,
like, if I had a knew that, I would have killed it. I let it stay because I was like, it's gonna kill the other stuff.
right, right. Yeah. I have a whole gecko. I will make
No,
sure I don't
ma'am.
call them geckos, gecko family.
I
And
need
I'm
to
Right.
have
trying to get
geckos there.
comfortable with them because now they come and they be chilling, and I'm like, listen. But now I know they don't come during the winter time. I just seen one though on the new pear tree, but they do come, and now they done found out how to get in through the screen and sit
No, ma'am.
on. I'm like, no, we can see y'all out here, but we're not gonna be doing this. Cause see,
No,
I gotta
ma'am.
open the door. And
No,
that
ma'am.
means y'all got access to the house. We can't,
You
we're
don't pay
not
bills
doing
here. No, ma'am.
this.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And Mike, they are not. To me, they are not cool. He's talking about he want to see a mantis in real life. I see them all the time.
Mm-mm. I don't want nobody because them
They be
plants will
here.
die out there if I see anything. I'll be looking out the door and going, y'all
Listen,
out there? Okay, I'll
Bougie,
wait.
I have a black light. I take my black light out every night and check my plants for bugs. And because I got to catch them
Mm.
when they're babies, and I'm not scared of them. Because if they grow to true size, I'm out.
Okay, right, right.
Those hornworms, I get the hornworms on my tomato plants. And some of them have gotten really big. And then I got to call my husband to go out there and take care of it because
And
I
take
can't deal
care.
with it. But
I know,
when I
I
got
know
the
I
black light
wouldn't. That'd have
last
been
year,
one
that
You're
plant
was
supposed to
big.
down,
keep the
gone.
worms in the garden.
Excuse me? What
You're
was
supposed
that?
to keep the worms in your garden.
Not the
The
hornworms.
earthworms, right?
No,
Oh, yeah.
not the hornworms. I'm talking about them tomato worms. The green ones that eat your tomatoes.
Oh,
No,
oh, okay.
they gotta go.
Not the
And
earthworms.
they look pretty. They got a pretty green color to them. They look like pretty and majestic. Like you'd be like, oh, that's
Something look
so pretty.
crazy.
And if you get close to it, the little beady eye things on them, you be
Okay.
like,
Yes. That's when it's a game changer. Okay, now you look like an alien. We need to get
I
rid of
can't see
you.
her. Look, I'm hyperventilating and I don't even see one. It's not cute.
That's bad.
Y'all, it's gonna be a bug. I hate that all y'all know my kryptonite. Ugh, but it's probably gonna be good for me. It's gonna be because they can't touch me. If they touch me, I'm out. I got to cut off the limb that got touched. It's a whole thing. It's a
What you
whole
doing?
thing.
That's almost like the fry guy that's scared of the grease. Now, come on, you a gardener. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Woo, woo. I be trying, Billy, but woo. But that's why. Look, at least
How
Mm-hmm.
you gonna be on a
huh?
How you gonna be in a bunker on Monday? You know the bunker be having bugs in it. Look, 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 look.
She like Billy gonna have to creatively get me
Billy
going
gonna have
first.
to kill the
Hey,
bugs. Cause
I
listen,
gotta get in on your bunker
you need,
thing.
actually, I got the baby this
And you
Monday.
know,
You can
I
pull
keep
me in
missing
on.
it. Like every time y'all get ready to have the darn bunker, something happen and I
Dang,
miss it.
you need
We
to get in
we
on it,
decided to
Billy.
start doing it the second. What is it? The second Monday every month.
I think so.
We're gonna do it the second Monday every month. So this Monday we're gonna do the bunker.
This wouldn't be the second Monday.
This
This would be the
Monday?
first
Okay.
Monday of
Is
the
it the
month.
first Monday this month?
So then it's the week after.
Yeah. So
Let
it's
me
next
see.
week then, because we decided the second
It'll be
Monday of
the
every month.
Yeah, that'll
I
be
13th.
the
could
The
do it.
13th.
13th. The
13th.
I could
13th.
do it on the second month. I can't. I'm not available this Monday. I could do it the following Monday.
It's the following
Yeah,
Monday, the
following Monday
13th.
we'll do it.
The 13th.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, GT, you got chickens. I actually am looking at getting chickens, y'all. My husband's all on board for me to get some chickens.
You know what I
Are you
seen? I
gonna get
like
the
to read
chicken coop?
Hmm.
you know what I
But I
seen?
don't.
I like to read captures. Somebody said why you shouldn't have your own chickens. I say, this is what? All this I'm like, how could that even be? So I ain't, I just like to read captures. I was like, it's amazing the stuff
That's it's
people
always
come
gonna
up
be
with.
some. Yep, it's always gonna be something. I only want three of them. I want just a small coop. I'm like, it's beneficial. You get eggs and fertilizer. It's beneficial. I mean, if you growing stuff, it's
He
beneficial.
had the picture. He had
Right.
like a egg in his hand, and it looked like the egg was cracked or something. I was like, that's interesting, and kept it moving. I'm
But that
like,
could happen.
what?
It ain't gonna happen to every egg.
I mean, all these years people been doing chickens. I mean, what could he
Exactly.
have possibly
But you
come
know
up
what?
with? I don't know, but I didn't like. There's some things I just don't put in my head.
Right. And you know what,
So I
Bougie?
just
They done tried to put some a wrench in us gardening. They don't want us self sustainable. So it's
yeah,
always somebody out
yeah.
there trying to make it seem like it's a reason not to
Now
do
that you
something.
said that, somebody was reading an article on their live, um, and it was about not eating leftover rice after a day or something. I was like, what?
What? White
I
rice?
said they is really going hard body on trying to control the food.
Oh no,
Don't
I
Yeah,
eat
eat my rice. Matter
your
of fact, I got a bowl of rice in the refrigerator. I might eat when I get home.
who don't.
right, right.
I was like, wait, I eat
And do a
rice
video
3 days
eating it.
after we done cook it, and I
Right.
like making a potluck out of it. I take the rice,
I
whatever
do
kind of
that.
rice it is, put some corn in it, chop up
Yep,
some franks,
yep,
season it up,
yep,
and that's a good potluck to us.
yeah.
So I'm like, I wrote in the comment, I said, whoever wrote this article obviously had nothing else to do.
Nothing
So
else to do.
everybody was in the article going, I eat Chinese food rice after
Right.
after 3 days.
Yep, yep.
So yeah, they'll
Right.
start. It's like when the so-called shortage on
She said that was clickbait.
right, just the so-called shortage on the infant milk, and they tell you don't make your own infant milk. Why not?
Yep. It's probably better than the stuff they give you buying at the store.
It would be much
Hmm.
better. Like as though the only stuff that's good for you is in the store, which is not.
Yep.
Nah.
I
And that
made
that
my
was a
grandson's
thing
food.
I like to emphasize on us to remind. I know everybody here know everything in that store in the supermarket we can make. There's
Yep.
nothing in the supermarket that we cannot make. We can make, so
Exactly.
there is no food shortage. So if you think there's going to be a shortage of something, buy the ingredients for it.
Yep.
Prep the ingredients for it, and you'll be able to make it. So if it's a shortage of it, you'll be able to make it yourself. But everything in that supermarket we can make. There's no such thing as a shortage of anything, especially if you
Yep.
can make it yourself.
I don't know if she make chow chow, Camo. She was talking about black cow. Do you make chow chow?
Oh, no, I don't even know
I've
what
never
that
made it.
is.
I um
I heard of it. I don't even know what it is. No.
I think it's like a relish, I think.
Hey, goodies. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen some of the canners do it. I haven't made it yet though. Buy the seeds, lots of them. Amen, GT.
Right.
Amen. I It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous amount of seeds. But listen.
Now,
And I
is
overcook
it
my
true?
seeds.
Is it myth or do your seeds actually really get old?
My thought is I'm gonna try to drop them. Even if I've
Right.
had them for a while, I'm gonna try.
See what you can get.
Because
And if
I've
nothing
seen
comes of it, then
different things said, and
I
I know.
have
I
to.
mean, I got my seeds, but I have them in a cold, dry place, as they say. Just like with prepping, people say, put your rice in the freezer. I'm like, who's doing all of that? No, I'm not. That's too much. I just put it in to kill the whatever. I mean, everything
Yeah.
is not for everybody. I don't put my rice in the freezer. I just put it in a bucket with some bay leaves, and we've been eating it, and we are good. Thank you, Mike. That's a myth. Good, thank you. Because they were like, put your seeds in the refrigerator. I'm like, oh my word.
Hmm.
I said,
Oh, he said the
I don't know. I'm
germination
not
rate
putting no
is a
seeds
bit.
in the refrigerator. Leafy greens lose some of their germination rate. Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm still gonna drop them and see if they do what they do. If
He
they
said,
don't,
wait a minute, Mike. How old are you? Oh, somebody else could have had 50. He said he had a
yeah,
50
somebody
year
else would have
old.
had
I
it.
grew 50-year-old sunflower seeds I found in my garage. Oh, he found it in the garage. Cool beans. Okay.
If you have
If you
Menards
have,
and see if it's 10 for one, oh, I'm headed. I'm going to get some tomorrow. I saw
is
somebody
that
else
a
do it.
store?
Yeah, Menards.
Menards, yeah.
It might
Menards is
be
Okay.
like a hardware
We
store.
less.
don't have a Menards here.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
may be
Menards
more
is like a
money.
hardware store basically.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna head there and get some of them seeds. If they 10 for one, I definitely will.
Depends on the
Oh, I
seeds. So
love
I guess
spicy
like,
Camo Carl. I love spicy.
hey,
I
growing out
love
the box.
Hey, growing out the box. How you doing, fam?
Now,
He ain't
do
he.
you prep like in buckets, Gina, with like
I
rice and
don't, but
beans
I
and
do
stuff?
have mylar bags. I don't do the buckets, but I have the mylar bags, and then of course I do the canning. But like for my like flour and stuff, I do put my flour in the freezer. I do that because I heard it was supposed to kill off like the little
Mm-hmm.
micro
Mm-hmm.
bugs,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I do that just for like a little bit, like about a week, and then I vacuum seal mine up because of the amount of rotating I have to do with them. I'm not gonna have them that
I did
long.
that. I did that with the flour that I had. I put them in
Hmm.
mylar bags and I sealed them closed in
Hmm.
the mylar bags. I did
Hmm.
that.
And you just keep it in the bag it comes in and vacuum
I
that
actually,
up.
well, the last ones I kept them in the bag. I have a
Okay.
when I first started, I had gotten this food grade bin,
Uh huh.
and I keep all like mostly all of that stuff in that. And when I found out about the bay leaves, I threw some bay leaves wherever I have those things. I throw bay leaves in the bucket also,
Yeah.
and I also put bay leaves inside the container. Now I put bay leaves in everything that I
You know
all the
what?
food that I
I
package
might
up.
hit up some of the Walmarts or whatever and see if they have because I know that the bakery has those food grade that they typically will throw out. buckets. I
Yeah,
might
yeah,
get.
that's what some people do. They I
Mhm.
heard too, if you go to the Costco's and stuff, they got the bakery section, and
Mhm.
I think they said they will sell them to you for like
Yes.
$5 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I might do
Yeah,
that.
no, it's not.
I
Yeah.
haven't gotten to that level yet, but with my dry stuff, I mostly
Hmm.
have an abundance of like your other stuff. Not like I do have
Well,
bags of rice and pasta and
they
stuff.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's encouraged to start in your pantry first, like the stuff
Mhm.
that you use on a daily basis. At least have
Mhm.
3 months to 6 months of that stuff first before you start going into the bucket stuff.
Yeah, I definitely
But that's
have.
that's that's like the information you get is like how you get it, because how
Yeah,
I got it was to jump into the 5-gallon buckets.
yeah,
So that's where I started from. So I
yeah,
got rice and beans out the yin yang over here. We gonna
yeah,
be. I bought a book that said
yeah,
what it said, 365 days of rice and beans. We gonna be
yeah.
rice and beansing it up over here.
Hey, if it
But I
happens, if
also
you
got you know what was good? I
Mhm.
buy off of the Azor truck, like
Mhm.
Hudson. We
I do
had
that.
gotten I got in the 25-pound bag of the grits. I don't know what is that in the store, but that grits is totally different.
I'll have to
That
get some.
it
My
tastes
husband likes
different.
grits.
It tastes that I will not buy that grits out the store no more. We getting ready to do another Missouri haul, and I'm getting two
Mhm.
25-pound bags of that grits. That grits is
Okay.
totally different from the
Yeah, I
one in
did
the
a
store. It cooks different and everything.
yeah, I definitely have ordered from them, and you get some good deals. They get some good deals. I get stuff that I know is going to be a good deal though.
Yeah,
A
you
lot of their
that's what you
seasonings.
should do, because I compare the prices to over
Yes,
here, and if it's too much, I don't bother to get it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Same.
or if it's something um that's not easy for me to get in bulk here, I get it from them. Like we think my daughter uses a lot of the spaghetti, so buying the spaghetti, a case of the spaghetti is good for us. It lasts us a real long time
Okay.
also. So we like getting that.
Yeah.
And then I had switched from the honey to the agave, and
Yep.
so I be getting a case of that off of
Okay.
the truck. I'm getting buckets this time only because now on the Big A, the buckets is ridiculous. The price, they
Yeah.
were almost like $30 for one bucket. I'm like, y'all tripping.
Right. Yeah. This that's very definitely put some content out on that, Carl, because most people don't know how to, if they're out in the wild or scavenging,
Hmm.
to find edible and medicinal plants that are okay. There is a lady I follow on IG. She's called I think it's Black Girl Forager or something like that. And
Mm.
she does a lot of that. But yes, definitely that's definitely some good information, because I wouldn't know. And I know like T Nog, she has a tree in her yard that grows mushrooms out of it. She was showing it, but she said
Hmm.
she don't touch them because she don't know nothing about mushrooms. She
Right,
don't
right,
know if
right.
it's edible or
If
what.
they're good or not,
And
yeah.
they looked
Hmm.
beautiful. So I was like, they look edible though. And I'm not a big mushroom eater. So I'm like, I would be wanting to find somebody who did know something, because
Hmm.
mushrooms ain't easy to grow, first of all. Usually that's a very good sign of like good soil, good whatever it's growing from. It's really nutrient.
They have this thing called I have one over there. I think it's back to the roots, where it has like a little mushroom growing kit.
Oh yeah, they do. They sell it in
Yeah.
Walmart and stuff. I've seen them. Those
Yeah.
grow the oyster mushrooms, which are really the only mushroom I like.
Okay.
Because when I was eating more vegan, Now I'm eating more pescatarian, but when I was doing just vegan, um, it creates that texture of chicken in your dishes. So you kind of shred them, and it's like shredded chicken. You can make barbecue shredded mushroom sandwiches. You can do stir fries with it, just all kind of stuff.
Hmm. They
Yeah.
have a I like lavender, and I understand that lavenders. I tried it, didn't none of it germinated. So I was going to get that kit. They have one with the just for lavender, and I was going to get it and see if I could get it to grow.
Tasty food. Just get them from clean water sources. All right. All right. But yeah. But y'all, I've been going for almost 3 hours now.
Good conversation.
It was. It
What
was.
happened when
I,
you're having a good
I was
conversation?
taking notes. I got notes. Things that I want to look into. Things that I know I want to get. Yeah,
Drop
I
if
like
you need
this
any help.
conversation.
I'm not saying I'm a professional, but drop me an email. I'll
Okay.
for any questions you have. I don't have no problem helping. If I
Yeah.
know the answer, we'll find out.
Yes. And that because there's so many people on this platform with information. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this was really good, and I appreciate both of y'all for coming up and sharing.
Oh, bro.
Yes, and we gonna get
And then
Skilly in the garden. Skilly gonna grow some stuff this year,
Yeah, I
y'all.
was ready to grow at this live, but Jen told me no.
It's
Uh,
not yet. It's not time yet. We
she
gotta
kind of
wait.
she kind
Look,
of
you got
cut
snow
my
on the
dreams. I
ground
was really
now.
she kind of cut my faith. I was really ready
I
to.
know. But you know what though? It's coming. These months are passing by so fast. It's gonna be time real quick.
I
And
look.
I
Mm-hmm.
think you're really gonna enjoy doing it. And more than enjoy doing it, when you taste that stuff you grow,
The
you ain't gonna
difference,
want nothing
yes,
from the grocery store. I'm
yeah.
telling you. I'm willing to bet money on that. It's different, different.
You're gonna be like the rest of us. You're gonna drop a seed, and then come back the next morning and be like, nothing yet.
I know. I know. That is true. Even us that know it ain't gonna be nothing, we still be looking.
Well, I
Yeah.
definitely appreciate you two queens. I got to get up out of
Yeah.
here. I got a police car that need a tire, but I
Yes.
All
enjoyed
right,
my.
yeah.
Have a
All
good
right.
night.
All right, so
Yes.
Everybody have a good
Yes.
weekend.
Have
Thanks,
a good night
Gina,
and
for the
weekend, everybody.
conversation.
And I'll
Appreciate it
y'all remember that Urban go live tomorrow. What,
in the
8:50?
morning.
Yep. I think 8:50 Eastern time. So pop in. That'd be a good conversation too.
Wait, going
Thank
on, do
you,
you think
Carl.
it's worth doing what did he say? Doing a beet sugar? I don't even know what that is growing out the box. What is that?
Oh, wait a minute, I missed it. Hold on.
Do you think is it worth to do beets sugar? I never even heard of beet sugar.
Oh, there's a beets sugar. I guess are beets. So you know what? I never had. I've had beets once, but they were pickled. And it was sweet, and I
I
just
don't
assumed
like
that it was
beets.
sweet. I
Yeah,
didn't like it either.
I tried
But I
beets.
don't like
I
sweet
didn't like
stuff
I
like
don't like
that.
beets. I never heard
But
of beet sugar.
if beets are naturally sweet, I
Sweet.
could see them probably being a sugar source,
Right, right. I gotta
dehydrated and
look into
grinded.
that. Yeah, that's
Uh,
interesting.
that is very interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Growing out the
Yeah. All right,
because I've never heard
everybody.
of it either. All right, everybody,
I'll
have a
see
good
y'all
night.
in these
See y'all in
YouTube
the morning.
streets.
Yes. Bye.
Later.